The heart of your teams. The heart of Atlanta. Valley Sports South and Valley Sports Southeast. The heart of the fan.
World champion Atlanta Braves baseball is brought to you by Truist. Another packed house joining us on a spectacular Sunday afternoon for baseball as the Braves look for a 3-game sweep over the Washington Nationals. Dansby Swanson's had a remarkable last 6 weeks. Juan Soto's had 2 very good games. Hopefully Atlanta's offense and Ian Anderson will be the ticket for the Braves, who hope to gain a little ground on the Mets, who are here in town for a big series tomorrow night. Hi again, friends. Chip and Jeff, great to be back with you at the ballpark. Partner, a great month of June for the Braves and a super month of July. Atlanta 7-2 so far in this month, and the starting pitching the last time through the rotation has been absolutely outstanding.
Well, we talk about the offense and how this offense, second in MLB in home runs, scored almost 6 runs a game for this winning streak. But we need to start giving some love to this starting staff, because what they've done through the rotation has been remarkable. And last time out, Ian Anderson, good 5 innings, something to build on coming in today. Max Fried, of course, outstanding. Strider with all those strikeouts, blowing it past Goldschmidt, Arenado. Of course, Charlie Morton, 7 innings here like clockwork, only 2 runs. And Kyle Wright yesterday, going into that 8th inning, this crew has given the Braves really the chance to not only stay in the game, but finish games. And you see right there, you want to know how you save a pen and how your pen's great in August and September? Right there, you get 6 2/3, close to that. You really rest your pen, and these guys have been outstanding. And hopefully another good start, something to build on for Ian Anderson.
And Paulo Espino is on the mound for the Washington Nationals, a team the Braves have blasted all year long. Hopefully the home run balls will be flying as we wrap up this 3-game set. It's the Braves, it's the Nats. Nick Green will join us from the ballpark as well as we get you started on a beautiful Sunday for Braves baseball.
Atlanta Braves baseball is brought to you by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places. And by the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
Braves are on the field trying to sweep away the Washington Nationals. Another big crowd on a hot, steamy day in Atlanta, Georgia. Braves have 6-2 season record against Davey Martinez and his Washington Nationals, who make a subtle lineup change, Jeff. They put Josh Bell in the order in front of Juan Soto. Soto is riding a red-hot 12-game hitting streak. They're trying to generate some more offense for a Nationals team that has struggled to score runs all year long. Hopefully that's a trend that will continue with Ian Anderson on the mound, who looked good in his last 5-inning stint against the Cardinals.
Well, the start before that, Chip, one of the worst of his career, 2 innings, gave up 7 runs. Came back, I thought, and answered the bell through a good game. 5 innings, you'd like to see him go a little bit more than that. But with that being said, only 1 walk against the Cardinals. That's something for Ian. That changeup has got to be thrown for a strike at times, too. If he does that, he's going to have a good day.
So for the Braves to sweep this series and win their 8th game this month, what are the 4 keys?
Well, you know what? First off, for Ian Anderson, his start against St. Louis, build off that. Build, keep going for it. And then, of course, from one of my favorite movies, sweep the leg. Show no mercy.
The Karate Kid.
Sweep the leg.
Yes, why not? And sweep is the key for Atlanta, trying to win their 52nd game. At the moment, the Braves are 2.5 games behind the New York Mets. The Mets are playing the Marlins, and they run into Sandy Alcantara today. And we will keep you updated on that score as well, as the Mets will be here beginning tomorrow night. But unfinished business against the Washington Nationals. Luis Garcia will lead off in the top of the 1st inning. Garcia is hitless so far in the series, but sports a .307 average. And he whacks the first pitch out of play foul, and we are underway.
So Garcia batting lead off today. You got Bell at 2nd, and then Soto 3rd. Chip, they're trying to find some guys to get on base in front of Soto. Trying to find some sort of rhythm to give him a chance with runners in scoring position.
So get the guys in front of Soto is the key for Anderson. The Braves have done a pretty good job of that in this series. As he get ahead of the Nationals leadoff man, 2 quick strikes. Garcia .314 on base percentage. And batting left-handed. He made a defensive mistake that cost him a run, and Anderson's day off to a good start. Swing and a miss. 1 up, 1 down.
Nice strike. She pounded the zone, running a little bit away, got a swing and a miss. See that fastball change up, and we see him mix that curveball in there occasionally. I don't know that he'll be able to fill up the strike zone as good as Kyle Wright did yesterday. 44 pitches, his first 40 strikes.
And strike 1 to 27 of 29 hitters.
Incredible.
That Kyle faced over his day's work yesterday. He picked up his 10th win as the Braves won 4-3. So Ian Anderson tried to follow the leader here and win his 8th game. The Braves are 10-6 when Ian starts for Atlanta. And as you know, it's not just how you pitch, but when. The Braves score a lot of runs, generally speaking, when Anderson's on the mound. That's something else we hope continues today, as Josh Bell, 2 for 9 in the series, is behind in the count 0-2. Bell swings and misses. Boy, did that pitch have movement. That was nasty. 2 straight strikeouts.
Last time you saw the fastball tailing away. This time he throws that changeup. That thing was 6-7 inches off the plate and got the swing and miss.
And here is Soto batting again with the bases empty. That's your preference for a man riding a 12-game hitting streak. 17 home runs for Soto. 2 of them have come in this series.
See, that's the pitch. That's just to get me over changeup, but for its first strike. So you're not trying to get necessarily swing and miss on that first pitch. And now you can go to work. You can maybe expand a little bit.
But getting this man to expand his strike zone is almost an impossible task.
It is, but it's you got a better chance at 1-2, 0-2 than you do 3-1. 3-1, good luck.
Austin Riley will move into the rover spot in right field as Soto's behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And look at that defensive swing. Soto stays alive. 54 strikeouts for Soto, 71 walks, 70 hits. On base percentage approaching .400 this year. The average climbing, it's at .242 as we start play today.
Hey, think a down year and he's got an .869 OPS.
Ian's 12th pitch is in the dirt, and Contreras couldn't smother that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2, mile high pop up. And we'll try again here in the top of the Nationals first. It's been a rough July for Davey Martinez's team. They're 1-8 this month. They've scored 23 runs in those 9 games. They've been outscored by 32 runs.
I mentioned yesterday 2-21 in their last 23 versus the NL East.
And they've got the Braves in the series before the All-Star break coming up, and that's what Juan Soto can do. You'd rather have him hit a single than 100%. Launch a home run, so he's aboard with a 2-strike, 2-out opposite field hit.
Congratulations. Yeah. Get on the bag.
So he's got 5 hits against the Braves, and Nelly Cruz is coming up. Cruz, couple of hits against the Braves here in Atlanta. .240 average for him with 8 homers. Cruz had an RBI hit off Will Smith in the 8th inning yesterday. Cruz played as a dead pull hitter on the Atlanta infield. And he shoots one, sure enough, the other way. Acuna's going to try to cut it off. He will. Soto round second. He's on his way to third, and Washington runners are at the corners with 2 out. Cruz wasn't going to get to 2 strikes.
Well, we saw him do that yesterday. Remember, Kyle Wright first pitch got a single up the middle. You can see that might be slowing down, but still 110 off the bat. Plenty of pop.
Washington hitting .265 this year, excuse me, .264 this year with runners in scoring position. And Keibert Ruiz, their switch hitting catcher, has the first scoring chance in today's game. 2 on, 2 out. Ruiz has 3 hits. He had a double his first time up yesterday. In fact, he has 2 doubles in the series. And 16 of those for the year. Good looking young player.
He is. I like his approach.
Pop fly foul and an even count.
One thing that's really hamstringing this team is the lack of power for the Nats. You know, like you said, not a horrible average as a team, but you start talking about when you have to string 3-4 hits in a row against big league pitching, not always easy.
Nationals have hit 67 homers. Their opponents have hit 57 more than they have.
Yeah.
That's held true in this series as Ian falls behind Ruiz. 2 balls and a strike. Ruiz has 3 of those 67 Washington homers, 19 RBIs in 242 at bats. On the ground, slowly hit. Arcia will charge and fire to first, and Anderson escapes first inning trouble. 2 strikeouts, 2 hits, but no runs. Here come the Braves in the bottom of the first.
Hyundai Sunday, presented by your local Hyundai dealers.
Welcome to Hyundai Sunday. The Nationals and Braves from Truist Park. Ian Anderson is through his first inning without a run across for the Nationals. Now the Braves go to work with their standard starting lineup presented by our friends at Toyota. Ronald Acuna Jr., Dansby Swanson, Matt Olson, 1, 2, and 3. Rosario has picked up a couple of hits on this series with the Nationals. William Contreras, an all-star game hopeful, is in the lineup for Brian Snitker. And Paulo Espino is in rotation for the Nationals. And Jeff, his last 6 starts, he's done a pretty respectable job for them.
He has. Look, he's not going to go long into games. They're trying to get him through 5. But the Braves have done really well against him. They've been patient. You know, he's not overpowering. So wait for a good pitch in the zone.
6th start for Espino, who's giving up a .251 opposing batting average. The Braves saw him in a blowout game earlier this year. That was on April 12th, a 16-4 final score, and they tagged Espino for 3 runs in 3 innings. And Acuna couldn't check his swing and is rung up at first. Marvin Hudson said he swung, and it's 0-2. Brendan Miller is the man behind the plate.
Pretty close.
Smoke to center. Robles back. Warning track and just enough room. Ronald gave it a ride with 2 strikes, but he's retired to start the Braves' first inning. 1 out.
Well, and that was, you know, this is the approach you have to take, Chip, when they throw that slow right there. You want to stay right up the middle and try to drive the ball into the bushes in center field.
Dansby's your hitter. He's 3 for 9. 66 hits since the 23rd of May. That's more than any other hitter in Major League Baseball. Dansby has an RBI in the set as well, and this one on the ground, deep short. Garcia off balance throw, bad throw, and Dansby beats the wrap. Man, it looked like Garcia really surrounded that ball, and that cost him a step or two.
Well, look, he got to it the way he kind of had to, but couldn't get anything on this throw. And even with the good throw, look, I think he beats it out, and that'll be an infield hit for Dansby.
So 67 hits for Swanson since May 23rd. And Matt Olson's coming up. Matt's had a good homestand, 8 hits, one of them a homer. He's driven home 4. Let's give Ian Anderson an early lead. He's been used to those. As we said, Anderson gets about 6 runs of support per game. And that's downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. The Braves have hit 132 home runs this year. That's second only to the Yankees. They've got a shot at the record of homers before the All-Star break. With a little more than a week left before the intermission, the pitch just missed that. Soto and Robles, and it's Robles in right center for out number 2. That record, 143 homers. The 2019 Braves did that before the All-Star break, so do the math, they need 11 of them.
Yeah, well, got 4 more games here and then 4 at Nats Park.
And who better to add to that total than this man, Austin Riley, who's rolling a 5-game hitting streak, 10 hits in those 5 games, 5 of them for extra bases. Another pop. This one hit towards Soto in right, and Espino gets 3 outs on 7 pitches, and he faced 4 hitters. No score after 1 in Atlanta. Ian Anderson, as we promised you, Nick Green is with us on this summer Sunday. Greeny, what you got?
Well, Chip, I just wanted to dive into kind of what's the success been like for the Braves in close games this year. We know they've done a great job overall. They've been winning ball games. And when I dive into a little bit deeper into what they've been doing this year versus last year, in 2-run games, 23 and 15, winning percentage is .605, second best in the NL. Starters ERA, 2.97. They're going almost 6 innings per start. You look at last year, the ERA was almost a run different, and they were 42 and 48 in those games. So they've done a nice job in close games, and a lot of it boils down to starting pitching. We've talked about that. Hopefully Ian Anderson can have a good start today.
Yeah, when your starters go deep, it takes pressure off your bullpen, and as we know, Greeny, the Braves bullpen has been outstanding this year, and they're pitching shorthanded. Let's face it, Kenley Jansen, the closer, not active. Hopes to be activated by the middle of the Mets series, which starts tomorrow. Braves ERA in June out of the pen, 3.03. So far in July, 2.33.
Well, the great thing is these last 2 games, all you've had to do is have 4 relievers work 1 inning apiece. So well rested coming into this final day. And, you know, we talk, don't look ahead, but with the Mets coming in for 3, you want to have that full arsenal, that pen ready to go.
Yadiel Hernandez leading off the second. And a rollover foul. Hernandez still alive. Yadiel has 3 hits, one of them a home run. It was very easy power. He launched it into the Braves bullpen in game 2 yesterday. Well, we have had some great big league ball games this homestand, taking 3 out of 4 from the Cardinals. Braves blew out the Nationals in the first game of this series. Yesterday, a nail biter late.
Yeah.
And today, Atlanta trying to finish off a sweep and win their 6th straight game against Washington. A ball and 2 strikes. And that's high, 2-2. And Anderson has his third strikeout in the game and a good start to the second.
You like these, even though he gave up a couple singles there to Soto and Cruz, you like that he's throwing strikes. I think Kyle Wright's a perfect example of that. He gave up, what, 8 hits yesterday in 7+ innings, but only gave up 3 runs.
Well, you know, as a hitter, right? You've talked about it all the time. The difference between a 1-0 count, 2-1 count, or an 0-1 count. And that's the key for Ian. Can he get ahead and stay ahead as Ede Adrianza bats and fouls one away? Strike one.
See, some of these left-handers are trying to shoot the ball down that left field line. They're just not able to do it yet.
Dansby Swanson is the lone defender for the Braves on the left side of the infield. They play Adrianza to pull. And he took a fastball right down Peachtree. 0-2. Right into the shift. They had Adrianza played perfectly. And Ian Anderson has his second out in the inning. As we've said since the 1st of July, the Braves starting staff has been outstanding. Jeff, that's our Zaxby's indescribably good play.
And no coincidence there. 7-2. During that time, look at that innings pitch, 6 1/3. I mean, for 9 games, and the way baseball is set up these days, it's incredible. And starters gone 6+ in 7 of the 9 games. Only a 189 opponent's average. Second in the ML behind the Dodgers.
Maikel Franco back in the lineup, and that innings pitch number is skewed because Kyle Wright's 4th of July start was interrupted by rain, not ineffectiveness. He was rolling through St. Louis through 4. And to your point, it's a different game, quite obviously, but we saw yesterday something that's seldom seen. A starting pitcher seeing part of a lineup a 4th time in a major league game, which Kyle Wright did. Franco behind 0-2, wants a little time to dig in. He's 0 for 3 in the series. And that one is bounced to Olson. Great play. Back flip tee and retires the side.
Wow. That was a for sure double. Those long arms right there help. What a play. Then got up, made a perfect flip to in.
Braves defense, a big story in the game yesterday. It's a story in inning 2 today. Olson to Anderson, no score. Scoreless game as we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning here at Truist Park, where Jeff, the Braves have made this a big home field advantage for Brian Snitker. That's our Synovus Get There feature.
Well, I'll tell you first, they got 43 home runs, most in the NL over those 25 games. The best home record in the NL since May 1st, but we'll talk again. Today will be another, what, 38,000 probably. When you have 40,000 every game almost, you know, this place really does turn into a home field advantage.
The Braves are going to go over 1.8 million in attendance. This is the 48th home date here at Truist Park. And we're expecting great crowds for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday afternoon with the first place Mets visiting for the first time this year. So if you don't have your tickets, go to Braves.com, pick them up. Come on out and join us as Ozuna didn't get that. 2 balls and a strike. Ozuna with 2 career hits against this man, both homers. Had one to hit there and fouled it straight back.
The thing you got to do here is, like I said, you got to think up the middle. And don't try to do too much. If you do, what he's trying to do is get you to do exactly, you know, what Olson and Riley did last. Get out front, try to get big on it and pop it up.
Shot into left field. That's going to get down for a leadoff hit. Ozuna's 2nd hit of the series, and there's a start in the Braves 2nd.
Take singles, and I'll tell you, if you take that approach with the power of this Braves offense, they'll end up hitting a couple bombs. Good job. Pitch in. Drops those hands.
And Eddie Rosario is the hitter. 5 hits on the homestand for Eddie. Good to have him back. Remember, he had 3 hits before he underwent the eye surgery. He's looking good at the plate and a field as well with a left-handed bat against the right-hander Paulo Espino, who delivers low, ball 1. Adam Duvall still on paternity leave for the Braves, and one assumes Adam will be back tomorrow as he and the family welcome a new baby. So Adam, we can't wait to hear stories of that wonderful gift when the Braves host the Mets here tomorrow night. Two balls and a strike. Braves are 37-7 this year when they score the game's first run. The Nationals are 9-40. So to Jeff's point about no mercy, get on the board early and first. If you can. The pitch is off Ruiz's glove, foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now Maikel Franco will move into the shift. Big breaking ball, and Rosario is down on strikes. First strikeout for Espino. 1 on, 1 out. Let's enjoy a quick word from Zaxby's.
Fried chicken salad under 600 calories with the dressing? You better believe it. Only at Zaxby's.
Here's William Contreras, 11 homers, 22 RBIs. One of those homers came in this series, a line drive right down the right field line.
Well, we've seen about 3 or 4 of those home runs for him this year, shooting the ball right center.
How about his setup at the plate? I mean, you talk about a wide open, relaxed stance as right-handed hitter, kind of Andres Galarraga-like, if you remember him. Belly button almost facing the pitcher.
You're right, and it goes to show you, I've said it before, it's tough to hit like that. It's tough to lay off some of those pitches away, but he does a pretty darn good job of getting in hitters' counts. And you talk about this team with the home run. The last 3 years, all the Braves runs, 48% come on home runs in 2000, 2021, and 2022. It's pretty good.
Short lead at first for Marcell Ozuna. The pitch. 2-1.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, even though he started to go, he's able to hold back. And now you get yourself a nice 2-1 count.
That's swept away. 2-2. It's funny, no matter how a man starts in the batter's box, almost every hitter looks the same at the point of contact.
Yep.
It's just amazing, isn't it?
It really is.
Hands held high over the helmet for the Braves catcher William Contreras. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That off-speed stuff giving the Braves some trouble here early. Back-to-back strikeouts after a leadoff hit.
Well, you saw Marcell's approach. You know, even Ronald had an 0-2 pitch. You see how he lined it to center field. You cannot get big with this guy. You do, he's going to do exactly what he just did to Rosario and Contreras.
Could you move up in the box against this guy? Would that help you at all?
Some people don't like to, and I'm fine with that. There's great hitters that don't move, but I think you have to be able to make the adjustment, you know, with that internal time clock that I got to shoot the ball up the middle the other way. I mean, tell yourself that pitch was what, 89?
Right.
That's max. He ain't throwing harder than 90 miles per hour. So most big league hitters, you have no problem feeling like I can foul that off if I need to get to another pitch. This was a perfect example of a guy, Kevin Seitzer, Braves hitting coach, faced Freddie Garcia. And he told me, oh, he's sit 80. You know, think 80 miles per hour, because, you know, he's got 72, 73, and he's got 88, somewhere in that middle. And a lot of times you don't get a pitch, you know, that you could handle, and you do some damage with it.
1 ball, 1 strike. So the speed range of these pitches for Orlando has gone from 71 to 89 miles an hour. Fastball, curveball, slider. Let's see what Espino has in mind here with 2 outs now in a scoreless second inning.
And that's why you see most of the time they're trying to get him through the lineup twice. You know, you start getting to a 3rd time through the lineup with these guys, you usually go batter by batter. But they can be effective. Anibal Sanchez, remember, he used to give good 5 innings that one year for the Braves.
The 2-2. Little roller hit toward the left side. Franco gloves, grabs, fires wide at first. Everybody's safe. Swanson with an infield hit, Arcia with an infield hit, and Michael Harris is coming up with 2 outs.
Sometimes you hit it perfect. He was playing back, had to make a perfect throw, kind of rushed it, and a base knock.
Well, Michael's had some memorable moments on this homestand. A couple of homers. He scored 6 runs. He's played brilliant defensive center field for Atlanta. Now he'll try to put us in front here with 2 on and 2 out. Michael has 9 ribbies against the Nationals this year, 9 of his 24. And this, Jeff, is where the Braves have shined offensively in the first 2 games.
6 for 13 with runners in scoring position this series.
Oh, good cut. And back foul. It's 0-2.
Just a tick late on it.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as Espino has just struck out the side in the Atlanta second. And the Braves strand a pair of runners. Still no score. We are off to the 3rd. Braves baseball is brought to you by Truist. Nick Green, Jeff Francoeur, Chip Carey with you in Atlanta. No score after 2 innings. Ian Anderson back to work. He's looked good with 3 strikeouts in his first 2 trips to the pitcher's mound. He'll face Victor Robles starting things off. Robles hitting .231, a homer, and 20 runs batted in. This is his first action of the series. Right to Riley, who steps on the bag for good measure, and that takes care of Robles for out number 1. MLB.TV is now $94.99. Watch all out-of-market regular season games live or on demand, plus MLB Big Inning. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for the details. Four groundouts for Ian Anderson. That's a good sign today, as he faces Garcia, whom he struck out to start the game.
A good fastball changeup going right now. Just throwing them both for strikes, which is really important for him.
Little number right back to the mound. That'll be another ground ball out for Ian. And two quickly retired here in the third inning. One of your four keys build off of what Ian Anderson did against the St. Louis Cardinals. On paper, 5 innings, 8 hits, and 99 pitches. Doesn't dazzle you, but considering the start before, Jeff, that was a dramatic improvement and much needed for Ian.
Yeah, and he's moving in the right direction with that. Building off that today. He's throwing strikes, getting contact. And with pitching to contact, ends up getting 3 strikeouts on the way.
One of them, Josh Bell, who swung and missed in the first inning. Got to give credit to the Braves. They have not overlooked the sub 500 clubs that have been on their schedule for the last 6 weeks. That is not an easy thing to accomplish. They had a stretch of 29 in a row against losing clubs. They won 21 of those games. You know the emotion of the Mets series is coming up. They've won this series already with Washington. And they have 4 more in D.C. before the All-Star break, which provides another distraction.
Yep.
Three balls and a strike for Bell. But that's what makes that guy so good in the Braves dugout. He is steady at the helm and continually says, worry about today.
Yep.
Win today and then get after it the next. And that's ball 4 to Bell, and Soto's coming up with 2 outs. That's why Bell's hitting in front of Soto, trying to create some more traffic for the Nationals All-Star.
Bell's having a great year, so flip-flop the 2 of them. Sometimes just that little small change can jumpstart a player
or a team.
Yep.
Which is the case for the Braves, putting Dansby in the number 2 spot.
True.
So 2 outs, and Soto looks at that one bounce off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Soto got to 2 strikes in the first inning and then punched a single through the left side for the first Nationals hit of the game. They have 2 of them. They came in the opening inning. Soto took a fastball, 2 balls and a strike. Soto got that close pitch.
Good little pitch, I'll tell you that.
As Brendan Miller tells you where it was, he said the pitch was a little too inside. And now a dangerous offering, 3-1 for Soto. Bell has a short lead at first with 2 outs. And it's lined and caught. Arcia with a leaping grab, and Soto can't look at it. Stare him down, Orlando. Tip of the cap from Juan Soto. A leaping grab for Arcia ends the Nationals' third. Top of the order coming up for the Braves, looking to break through in a scoreless tie. Top of the order coming up in a scoreless game here in Atlanta, where A-list memberships are on sale for next season. A-list members get access to the best seats at the lowest prices, including postseason priority access. Members can also look forward to discounts on parking, food, and merchandise at both Truist Park and throughout the Battery Atlanta. See more information on membership options and benefits for both a full and partial season commitment at braves.com/A-list. Ronald Acuna Jr. chased Robles to the warning track in his first at bat, but was retired for an 0-for-1 start to his day.
That's been the pitch they've struggled with the most, that slider curve combo from about 72 to 78 miles per hour.
And another one. And Acuna's down on 3 pitches. Espino's last 4 outs have been swings and misses. And here's Dansby Swanson. He picked up the first Braves hit. As we told you, since June the 1st, he's been on an all-star caliber pace.
Yeah, he's our Bounty Quick Stats. 351 since May 23rd. Best in the NL. He's raised his average from 229 to 299 over the last 45 games. That's tough to do.
And the great defense, which has been such a constant for Swanson, even when things weren't going well for him offensively.
It's been the stable.
And the whole team has picked up on that from Swanson. For the last 9 games, the Braves have made just 1 error. That'll win you some games.
Yeah.
So it's all fitting together nicely, the puzzle pieces. Pitching and defense go hand in hand. Clutch 2-strike 2-out hitting. Starting pitching going deep into games. The bullpen picking them up. Easy to understand how the Braves are 7-2 so far this month. And 28-8 over their last 36 games to get to a season high 16 games over 500. One ball, 2 strikes for Dansby. Ooh.
That's a pretty good pitch.
Yes, it was. Espino.
Now, if you're Dansby, you got to be knowing if it's somewhat in that vicinity, I better be swinging this time.
They shade him toward right center, which is where Dansby's been doing damage. The pitch. And he hits it to left center. So he went down and combed that ball. Espino did go down in the zone. And he's thinking, I had the man struck out, didn't get the call, and now I'm in the stretch. So good work by Dansby, who's 2 for 2. Another 2-strike hit for the Braves shortstop, who now has 43 of those on the year. Olson and Riley, the hitters, Jeff, they just missed hitting the ball deep their first times up. Let's see if they make the adjustment the second time through the order.
That was the first guy we saw, Dansby, be able to hit that curveball. Stayed back on it just enough. He's had the right approach.
Ruiz is a terrific receiver, strong-armed catcher. He's thrown out 14 would-be base stealers. Espino doesn't throw hard. Maybe that buys you a step if you try to steal a bag here. Dansby's not going with this pitch, which is off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Braves aren't a team that just lives and dies by the homer. As Jeff said, 48% of their runs come via the long ball, but this team's capable of stealing bases. Swanson's got 14 swipes. Acuna has 17. They're a very good base running team as well. This team goes first to third as well as anybody we've seen so far. So 1 ball, 1 strike for the Braves first baseman Matt Olson, with Austin Riley to follow him. No score, 3rd inning. That's hit over first on a hook. There goes Dansby first to third. The Braves have him at the corners with 1 out. So back-to-back hits for the Braves. A fly ball from Riley could give you the lead.
Well, you saw Dansby, you saw Olson. Now, what have they done, Chip? They've made an adjustment second time through. You know, that curveball's been slow. That's been his go-to pitch. Now 2 hits in a row off that. Again, he's a guy that, yes, 1 time through the lineup, he's got a lot of mix and match, Espino. But if you see him a couple times, you feel a little more comfortable. See if the Braves can finally break through here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Austin Riley having a whale of a year. 22 homers, 53 driven in. 5 RBIs so far on the homestand. 1 here would be the game's first run. That slider has been tough for the Braves to pick up. Austin scored a couple of runs yesterday, drove in a pair of runs in game 2. Has an even count with men at the corners. And couldn't stop again the breaking ball. That time a curveball. It's 1-2.
And now 2 strikes. You got to be looking to put something in the play to the outfield here. Think fly ball to right field.
The stretch and the pitch. Espino now 51 innings. Has not had a double play turn behind him. So that gives you hope of keeping this inning alive with Riley. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a shot into left center field, and the Braves lead. That ball looked like it spun up on a tee, and Riley tattooed it. RBI number 54, and the Braves have 3 straight singles and the lead.
It's easy to tell. Here's the difference. First couple, he went out to try to get at the pole. Here he knows he's just got to put something in play, Chip. So he sees it, recognizes it, and he ends up getting a pitch to drive anyways. Great adjustment. Now that's 3 guys in a row that have handled that curveball.
So the Braves score first, and Ozuna the hitter. He's got a single. That started the 2nd inning. Braves have 6 singles in the first 2 innings and a 3rd today.
Riley added to it too. 154 2-strike RBIs now, leads all of baseball.
It's just amazing, isn't it?
Do you think Ozuna sold out for a pitcher?
I think so. I think so.
I was laughing because I've done that 1,000 times. Get back to that approach you had the first, AB.
2 on, 1 in, 1 out. Did you like facing guys like this, or did you prefer the guys
Once
a firm 95?
To me, once you had a feeling of how to approach these guys and do it, it was comfortable, I thought. I said, you got to sell out in the fact that they're not going to blow it by me. You saw him try to throw the fastball by Riley. He took it upstairs, saw it the whole way. Then you get that curveball and bam.
1-1 pitch.
Like that. You know, for instance, you saw it, you recognize it's a ball in.
And I would assume for Espino, if he doesn't get chases,
yeah, he's got to live off chases.
Yeah.
He's going all deception, you know.
2 balls and a strike. So I say this with great respect. Anybody that's in a major league game deserves it. Espino is a crafty right-hander. Right? Like we used to say about the soft tossing lefties. That's how you describe the right-handed pitcher for the Washington Nationals today, Paulo Espino, who has scattered 6 hits and has allowed 1 run. Ozuna way ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike. And that's ball 4 outside, and the Braves have him loaded. Much better results, much better approaches as Jim Hickey, the Nationals pitching coach, makes his way to the mound for a chat. Braves have a chance to bust this game open with Eddie Rosario coming up. It's 1-0 Braves in the 3rd. And while the Nationals talk it over, we'll pause for a word from Truist.
Jessica was born to care.
That's my best friend. She don't need no.
Miss Hogan's class? It's Atlantis.
Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care.
Well, you tell yourself now, if you're Rosario, last time you got me on that slow curveball after you were ahead 2-0. Same thing. Think left center up the middle. And if he does hang that curveball, chances are you're going to drive it somewhere to right field.
Well, a great way to cap the comeback for Rosario would be with a grand slam. He's got 4 of those in his career. His last came in 2020 up in Milwaukee. A Brave at every base, leading 1-0. Rosario and Contreras do next after the meeting. Let's see what Espino offers on the first pitch. They play Eddie as a dead pull hitter. Everybody remembers Rosario's remarkable postseason last year. 23 hits, 11 RBIs, and 3 homers. As he helped sink the Dodgers and the Astros late in the postseason. That ball shot foul at first. And the count evens to Eddie. 1 ball, 1 strike. You can tell he's getting more and more comfortable. His approach is better. His swings are better. The results getting better.
Yeah.
Davey Martinez looks on as Espino has piled up the pitches here in the 3rd. Pitcher's pitch.
That was lower than the pitch he called a ball to Dansby on to start this inning.
That was well received by Keibert Ruiz. And the count now 1-2. Nice block, even count.
That's pivotal point of the game here. You got a chance. You can gap one here, put one in play. You can really kind of blow this thing wide open.
As Jeff suggested, Espino is not a guy that's going to take the ball deep into the game. The Nationals already have their bullpen working. Andres Machado loosening up.
In game one, you broke that thing wide open in the bottom of the second. Yesterday, you couldn't get that hit. You kept him around and ended up winning by 1 run.
So a big spot in the game for the Braves here, leading by 1. The pitch, swing, and a high fly ball toward right. Soto backpedals. Olson at third is going to tag. Soto gets behind the ball. Here comes the throw. It is going to be up the line. It's a sac fly for Rosario, and the Braves extend the lead. It's 2-0.
Good job getting that ball out there on that slow curve ball. You still got him out front, but was able to hang back enough to hit it far enough. Soto, not the best arm, so you felt good about.
So Rosario's second RBI turns into the second Braves run. Here's Contreras, 2 on, 2 in, now 2 outs. Espino threw the ball over to third trying to appeal, but time had been called at the plate. He didn't hear that. So let's see if the Nationals are going to appeal again and see if Olson left third too early. Now you have to step off, and the throw over, and he did not leave too soon.
No.
No balls and a strike. .57 pitches, 37 strikes for the Nationals right-hander. He has had to work hard here in the third inning. Nationals are without Steven Strasburg. They're without Anibal Sanchez, 2 veterans that were expected to play huge roles for them in what was already expected to be a tough year. No timetable for Strasburg's return. Sanchez rehabbing in Florida. The pitch. Bounce toward third. Tricky hop, but Franco stayed with that. And the inning comes to a close. But a productive one for the Braves. They get 2 runs on 3 singles and a sacrifice fly. Ian Anderson has an early lead.
Nothing top 4 here at Truist Park. Ian Anderson on the mound for his 4th inning of work. And we've talked a lot about this starting rotation and how good they've been. But those guys are going to give a ton of credit to the guys behind the plate in Travis d'Arnaud and William Contreras. Excuse me. They've done a great job, and Williams making his 26th start of the season. And I asked Sal Fasano about his improvements defensively, guys. And he thinks that being on the World Series roster last year helped him just really understand the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes. So credit to William for putting the work in behind the scenes. But also one other thing that he noted was the fact that this year William is more comfortable receiving the baseball, so he's not focused on receiving quite as much, and he's comfortable with that, so he's able to focus on other things. So the work has definitely paid off.
I could agree with that sentiment more, Nick. That's what's most noticeable to me about William Contreras. We've always thought he could hit. Just how much cleaner his games look behind the plate. As Nelly Cruz swings and misses as the Nationals hit here in the 4th inning. And look, that's a huge responsibility for a young catcher. You've got to terrific staff, all the different personalities, the different arsenals he has to deal with, knowing the other league, adapting on the fly, trying to stay in the major leagues. I mean, that's a lot.
He got thrust into a lot, I'll tell you that.
And ball 4 missed inside. A leadoff walk for Ian Anderson, who was just given a 2-0 lead. And Keibert Ruiz, another catcher, is coming up. So Anderson's now walked 40 hitters in 84 innings. That's too many. Ruiz is a double play candidate. He bounced to second his first time up. That ended the first inning for the Nationals hitters. And that got away, but not far enough to advance Nelson Cruz.
Chip, I wanted to mention one other thing too, and talking about the ability to frame the baseball and not worry about that quite as much this year. Contreras only has 1 pass ball this year versus 7 last year. Now that's in about half as many innings. But when you look at what he's done behind the plate as far as blocking is concerned too, he's allowed himself to learn how to block a little bit better on one knee. Just done a better job handling the staff. And those pitchers want to pitch to him now. When you look at Ian's ERA in 4 games with William behind the plate, is at 3.86. The staff as a whole has a 2.5 with him behind the plate. So the strides he's made defensively have made it easy for Snit to put him behind the plate.
Nick, is it hard as a player, and I'll ask you this, is it hard to put aside what you want to do offensively and give your team what it needs, and at his position to do those things well that you just talked about and broke down for us?
I think so. I can use it from an infield perspective. I mean, I know that when I was playing, if I didn't swing the bat well, I probably wasn't going to play that much, but I still had to focus on the defensive side because I could cost us runs on the defensive side. Same thing with William. He wants to swing the bat well. He knows that's where his strength is, but the focus has to be on those pitchers, and that's what he's focusing on this year. So, yeah, there's a challenge between separating that defense and offense because you know what your bread and butter is, and his bread and butter is hitting.
1 ball, 2 strikes for Keibert Ruiz. Ground ball. There's one. Righty to turn, and not in time.
Ooh. That was close.
Tell you what, Braves infield, they've got some cannons.
Yeah, they do.
You never feel like you don't have a chance to get 2 on these close plays.
Ball was hit soft. Just speed it out. You know, just finishing up what Nick was talking about, Brian McCann used to talk about how when he came up, everybody knew his offense was outstanding. I wanted to make Smoltz, Tim Hudson, those guys fall in love with throwing to me. And I think, coming up last year, he was able to see, man, I got to work on some things defensively because, like Nick said, his bread and butter, he's going to hit. We saw that last year. And so I think what a great job he's done using that as, motivation to go get better behind the plate, to have the ability, where Snit has confidence to throw you in at any moment now.
And to seize this opportunity.
Yeah.
Because remember, Manny Pena was the man that was brought in to be d'Arnaud's backup to give Contreras some more seasoning at AAA. He looks like a seasoned veteran now in Manny's absence, who had to undergo season-ending wrist surgery in the season's first weeks. So the Braves catching core, as we said, from an offensive standpoint, there have been 0 complaints.
Yeah.
Defensively either. As Yadiel Hernandez, a 1-1 count. And now ball 2. Braves lead 2-0 here in the 4th inning. Game 3 with the Nationals. The Mets and Marlins are scoreless. That game's in the 4th inning in New York. Braves hoping for some help from Miami, as we're 2.5 behind the Mets. The pitch. And Hernandez chased that. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, with Sandy Alcantara on the mound, you like your feeling if you're the Braves for 9 innings for the Marlins. How good has he been?
As great as it's going to be for Snit to manage the National League All-Star team, I don't envy the choice as to who will start the game for the National League. There are some great candidates.
A lot of good options. I don't know you can go wrong.
As Ian readies with a 2-2 pitch. And a swing, tipped and caught. Yadiel Hernandez is down on strikes. 2 away in the 4th inning for Anderson, his 4th strikeout of the day.
What's the difference when it's 2-2, not 3-1? You're able to get swing and misses on those pitches. Very nice sequence by Ian. After a walk to start the innings, come back and 2 good outcomes.
Ede Adrianza is the hitter. Did you get the walk-up music?
I didn't hear it. What was it?
The Rocky theme.
Oh.
Adrian.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Okay.
I didn't know. I didn't hear it, I think is what I should have said.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. A little smarter than that.
Well, it's a little early for you today. 1 ball, no strikes.
It's a day game.
It's 2-0. The pitch is a little low. And a 2-0 count. That clipped the inside corner for Adrianza. 2 balls and a strike.
Back-to-back curveballs.
Followed by the fastball. It's another facet of the work behind the plate for the Braves catching core. Their sequencing of pitches has really been good too.
Yeah, and when you throw that off-speed pitch for a strike and you throw that fastball, that 94 all of a sudden plays about 97 because you're so used to seeing that change-up curveball get late swings.
So the deuce is wild for Adrianza. The pitch. Didn't chase it. It's a full count, so Keibert Ruiz, the catcher at first base, will get a head start here. Michael Franco is on deck. We'd like to see him lead off the 5th inning.
Yep.
So would he. The runner goes. The pitch is lined, but a sinking grab by Orlando Arcia off the bat of Adrianza. Right place, right time. Ian Anderson has a shutout through 4.
Is brought to you by Landmark Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram and by Synovus, the bank that helps you get there.
Braves are looking good, up 2-0 after 3.5 innings here at Truist Park. Big weekend coming up at the end of the month for Alumni Weekend will be upon us. The Diamondbacks will be in town. We will induct Joe Adcock, Joe Torre, and Leo Mazzoni into the Braves Hall of Fame. That highlights a big weekend of ceremonies on Saturday the 30th. And of course the big home run competition, the home run derby competition that we're all excited about as well. It's always great to see the Braves of years gone by back in Atlanta. So hope you'll join us for Alumni Weekend, July 29th through the 31st. Get all the details at Braves.com. Orlando Arcia leads off the Braves 4th. He has an infield hit today. Braves have 6 hits. Jeff, winning in a different way. All 6 hits are singles.
Yeah. And I think, you know, like I said, versus Spina, you kind of have to. You have to take that approach. And then if you run into one, great.
On the ground, Franco, backhand play, got rid of it fast, and a one-hop throw to Bell. What a play.
Franco took a double away from Arcia. Not only good play, what, you know, to me, the hardest to get to this ball, but the accuracy of this throw was pretty impressive. Soft infield. Bell made a nice scoop.
Michael Harris is the hitter, 0 for 1 today. Let's see if Michael makes an adjustment second time through the order. This kid has come up and electrified this team. Defense first.
Yep.
Offense second. He's had some big hits. This one corked towards center. Robles going back is going to have room though. And at the edge of the warning track, he puts that away for out number 2. So back to the top and Acuna. Ronald's 0 for 2. One ball, no strikes. Off-speed pitch is hit towards second. And Adrianza makes Bell stretch out. Acuna slowly makes his way down the first base line as that sends us to the 5th inning. Braves enjoy a 2-0 lead. Another big crowd with us in Atlanta. You see that on our Xfinity Live Look cam. Braves lead 2-0 after 4 innings. Ian Anderson has the bottom part of the lineup coming up for the Nationals, starting with Michael Franco, their 8th place hitter. And he takes strike 1. Fans, get your phones ready. Scan the Coors Light Check It to Chill QR code. That's coming up on your screen in just a minute. Franco now a 1-1 count. Franco robbed of an extra base hit by Matt Olson, who made a diving stop in the second. He flipped to Ian Anderson to end that inning.
I feel like we've seen Ian mix curveball lately a little more than we've seen him in the past.
That's well hit toward left center, but Michael Harris will track that down. A step onto the warning track. I think that's a big pitch for him, which we'll talk about in just a second. Take out your phones, fans. Scan the QR code on your screen now for your chance to check in to chill. Coors Light's pricing out the ultimate Braves experience by treating you and a guest to a Coors Light decorated hotel room located in the Battery Atlanta and tickets to a game. Third pitch so important for a starting pitcher because if one's not working, you have something else to fall back on. And at times, Ian's only had the fastball.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If the changeup is off, which it will be every once in a while, you can go to that curve more. And then look, when the changeup fastball's on, then just sprinkle it in if you have to. That's today.
Chopper hit to the left side. Dansby was deep. He'll glove and gun in time to get Victor Robles. 2 out.
Got that ground ball. Dansby charges it. Makes the easy throw.
7 ground ball outs for Ian Anderson on the day today. And heck, with this infield, why wouldn't you want a lot of them?
Yeah.
So that's helped him out. Garcia's tapped back to the mound and struck out in an 0 for 2 day. And that's up and in, ball 1. Overcooked that. with Bell waiting on deck. He got the first 2 outs very quickly. Now falls behind 3-1. He leads 2-0. Pitcher's pitch there fills it up.
Take advantage of that.
We'll try again. 80 pitches for Anderson. He's 1 out away from getting through 5. Again, his last start, he needed 99 pitches, so he's been a lot more efficient in this game. He's also given up 6 fewer hits, which helps the pitch. Swing and a miss. He came back to get his man. 5 strikeouts for Anderson and his second 1-2-3 inning in the ball game. He holds a 2-0 advantage. Swanson, Olson, and Riley are coming up looking to pad a lead in game 3 with the Nats.
Atlanta Braves baseball is brought to you by the GMC Sierra heavy duty truck and by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi. Unbeatable internet only from Xfinity.
The Braves are looking good in Atlanta this afternoon, enjoying a 2-0 lead. And Dansby jumps on the first pitch from Andres Machado and drives that one to left. That'll hop into the stands. Welcome to the game, Mr. Machado. Leadoff double for the Braves shortstop, who is 3 for 3.
Well, I was just about to say, Espino got through the lineup pretty much twice, and they're going to bring someone new in. Look at that sinker in off the plate. It's not even a strike. Dansby pulled those hands in beautifully. Keeps his perfect day going now. 3 more hits for Dansby.
It's only the 6th hit Machado has given up in his last 9 appearances. So let's see if the Braves can add on here. We've said it a couple of times, no matter who you play, the longer you let them hang around, the dicier things can get for you.
Yep.
Even though the Nats are struggling, they've got some thunder, including Bell and Soto, who will be up in the top of the 6th inning. Let's get this run home, make it a little tougher on the Nationals. And Olson tried to shoot that to left, but fouled it off. It's 0-2. Espino went 4 innings, 2 runs, 6 hits. He walked 1, struck out 4. That's what they want him to do. Get through the lineup, as you said, twice, and then flip it to the bullpen. Olson does the job. That ball is on the ground, and Garcia, a nice athletic play to flip that ball to first, but Matt Olson gave himself up. Runner to third, 1 out for Austin Riley. Let's take a look at our racetrack fueling up feature. Right guy up at the right time, Jeff, to extend the lead.
It's been as good as there have been in the last 20 games. 10 home runs since June 1st, second most in the NL behind Schwarber. He's got 10 RBIs already this month, tied for the most in the NL.
Infield comes in with Riley up. That can't be fun. And a little chopper off his foot. That's not fun either.
No.
At least I assume it's the foot. Hope it's nothing serious for Riley, as he's trying to get some feeling outside that right-hand batter's box. Where to get him? Oh. Off the tip of the left shoe. And sure enough, those cruel pitchers being what they are.
Sinker right back in.
As Jeff will tell you, that 2-seamer in is a
Man, and
tantalizing pitch.
It is, and right now he doesn't want Austin to extend his hand, so I would imagine he's coming right back in there.
There's the Nationals infield. Trying to cut off that man from scoring the third run for the Braves today. Sharply hit on a line, and tough break for Riley. 2 outs.
Right at him. He didn't even have to move. All he did was get on a knee.
So the infield in saves a run for the moment. Ozuna's the hitter. Marcel has singled and walked. Both Braves runs came in the third inning. 3 straight singles and then a sacrifice fly. Dansby led off the 5th with a double on the first pitch. That seemed to wake up Mr. Machado, who's gotten a ground out and a line out. And now everybody backs up to normal depth for Ozuna.
He's doing a good job of hanging in there with that inside pitch. It's definitely in, tailing off the plate. You can see why Machado went away to Riley and what happened. Hit it hard to shortstop.
Center cut fastball at the kneecaps. Nice pitch. 2-2. Well, here's where the Braves have been so good. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner in scoring position. The pitch. Out at the plate.
Good job of keeping that fastball down, really sinking it.
On the ground, Franco dives, surrounds, gathers, throws him out.
Boy, Franco has been busy over there today.
He's made a couple of super plays. That takes away an RBI hit, and we head to the 6th. Let's head up to New York for an Xfinity game break. Taijuan Walker and Sandy Alcantara are dueling up at Citi Field, and Taijuan Walker is matching Alcantara pitch for pitch. He has 6 strikeouts in the game, and that game is now in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Mets are threatening 2 on with nobody out, but still scoreless as the Marlins try to help out the Braves, who trail the front-running Mets by 2.5 games. New York here in Atlanta for the first time for a 3-game set starting tomorrow. Max Fried and Max Scherzer. What a way to kick off the series.
Yeah, a couple Maxes.
Josh Bell leads off the 6th inning against Ian Anderson. Ian has struck out 5. He has 7 ground ball outs. He enjoys a modest 2-0 lead. He's only given up 2 hits. And on the ground, Arcia will handle from the cut of the grass. There's out number 1. Here is Juan Soto. First a word from Texas Pete.
Welcome to the tribe. The Texas Pete tried and true. Texas Pete, sauce like you mean it.
Soto has singled and lined out. One cautionary tale with Ian has been over the course of his starts for the Braves this year. 3rd time through the order. With that in mind and a 2-run lead, Dylan Lee has gotten up in the Braves bullpen.
The biggest thing right now is be different if he was, in a lot of trouble. I think he's, for the most part been somewhat stress-free and giving him a chance to stay out there, build confidence.
We were talking about that before the game. You mentioned how Brian Snitker is letting some of his even veteran starters go a little deeper in the game, the trust that they've earned.
It's the only way for them to grow a little bit. You let them do it. If they don't do it, then you kind of know where you're at. If they give you more.
Soto got out of the way of that. Let's see if that sets up the changeup. You always wonder with this guy who's setting up whom. 2 balls and a strike. And now 3-1. Nelly Cruz is the next hitter. And it's another walk for Soto. That brings the tying run to the plate. And Cruz has had a good day today. He's singled and walked. That is 3 bases on balls issued by Ian Anderson. Well, with Cruz, you get the ball on the ground, you like chances to get a double play.
Yeah, this is the guy you need right here. Get a ground ball from him, you get out of this inning. First time up, he jumped on that first pitch, singled to right. Last time he was able to get him deeper in the count.
The Braves play him to pull, and Anderson missed with ball 1.
And that's where he missed last time. He walked him. He kept coming in on him, trying to get him to roll over.
Now, the way the Braves defensively are playing here might be hard to get to. So that's taken downstairs. 2-0 the count. Well, we saw Arcia yesterday make 2 great athletic plays at second to help turn double plays for the Braves. Whatever distance he has to cover, he can make up for with that plus arm. The 2-0 pitch. Got a break. He just swung at ball 3. 2-1 the count.
You're trying to do too much up there offensively. You're in a spot to tie the game up, and you chased a fastball in off the plate.
So a dangerous pitch here. 3 balls and a strike for Cruz. He's approaching 460 big league homers. Changeup, one of his best of the day.
Yep. One starts in the middle of the zone and drops down to the bottom. The perfect one you want on a 3-1 pitch.
Well, if he threw it 3-1, he might throw it again. Let's find out. Soto leads, takes off, spun his wheels, and it's ball 4. Back-to-back walks, and the tying runs are on for the Nationals in the 6th inning with 1 out.
That's going to be it.
So 94 pitches for Ian Anderson, who goes 5 1/3 today. He allowed just a couple of hits, but he's had a lot of traffic in the game because of the bases on balls. Jeff. And Brian Snitker's on his way out. He will go to the bullpen where Dylan Lee will stride in and try to put out this 6th inning miss. Ian Anderson departs after walking back-to-back hitters with 1 out in the 6th inning in a 2-0 Atlanta game. His line is our Allstate Mayhem moment of the game.
You said it, early on, I thought he was really dialed in with the strike zone, and these last 2 ended up kind of making him exit today. Now you bring Dylan Lee in. Try to get out of this jam. Lee last pitched a third of an inning, got a strikeout against the Cardinals on Thursday night.
Keibert Ruiz switch hits, bats right-handed here. The Nationals 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position so far in this series. Nick Green, if you're with us, I'd like to get your thoughts on what you saw from Ian Anderson today.
Yeah, I thought it was much better, and I think he needed a good start like this. Obviously, the 4 walks is not ideal. 3 of those were with 5-pitch walks, so he's got to continue to work on getting ahead. Struggled with that today, but I thought the fastball command was better to both sides of the plate. Pitched better up at the top of the zone versus missing middle, and the changeup was outstanding. So I think you have a lot to look at from this start and say, you know, that was a positive start for Ian.
So Dylan Lee will try to keep him in the lead here as Ruiz bounces that one foul. 1 ball 2 strikes. As we touched on earlier, the Braves bullpen has been excellent since June the 1st. They've been terrific here in July as well. A 2.33 bullpen relief ERA. They've covered 27 innings so far. And Ruiz, good patience, evens the count. 2 balls 2 strikes. Popped him up. Rosario over to his left, says he's got it. Soto goes halfway and retreats to first. That's the 2nd out of the inning. Always important, Jeff, when you see a relief pitcher come on with traffic, to get that 1st out.
Yeah, and now you got yourself 1 out from getting out of this inning, and we're going to have Thomas coming on to pinch hit for Hernandez, get the matchup they want.
Lane Thomas, acquired for John Lester last year. Thomas has had some luck against the Braves. 7 RBIs this year. So he'll be inserted for Yadiel Hernandez here as the Nationals go righty versus lefty. 2 on, 2 outs now in the 6th inning. The 1-0 pitch is hammered toward left near the pole, and it is gone. A 3-run homer for Lane Thomas, and that turns the game around. The Nationals finally cash in the walks, and they've taken a 3-2 lead.
You know, Dylan's been so good at coming in, stranding runners, got a pop up there, and this one just hung a little bit. And as you said, Lane Thomas, a lot of success against this Braves team. Gets a slider out front.
And he paused and admired that. Well, he should. He hit it over the bullpens. Hit left. So the Nationals now lead 3-2. They have just 3 hits. And you know what Ian's thinking? Walks.
Yeah.
So you got to come back. You've got 4 innings left. You're down 1.
Say with this Braves offense, that's one swing.
Well, this Washington team, Jeff, has not exactly been the 27 Yankees when they take a lead in a game.
Yeah, 20 losses after having a lead.
So 3-2 Nationals for Ede Adrianza. That's fouled back. It's now 1-2. When we come up in the 6th inning, Rosario, Contreras, and Arcia are scheduled for the Braves. $32,053 have joined us today. Braves have drawn 1,824,000 fans after today's turnstile count. And now the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 inside corner. And that will retire the side. A 3-run homer from pinch hitter Lane Thomas turns the game in the Nationals' favor. Today's A-list member of the game is Mark Light of Atlanta. Mark's been a member since 2014. His favorite A-list perks are priority access to postseason tickets and exclusive events throughout the year. Congrats to Mark Light, today's A-list member of the game. There's the villain, Lane Thomas, a 3-run pinch hit homer with 2 outs. That gives the Nationals their first lead of the day. It's a 3-2 score. And we will take a peek at a new reliever, Steve Cishek, who pitched an inning yesterday, is on in back-to-back outings for the Nationals.
Yeah, the righty came in, only gave up 1 hit, got a strikeout. Braves faced him numerous times. Side armor with that fastball slider.
Boy, it's so fun working with all of my analysts because they all say slider differently. Jeff has the southern drawl. As Rosario digs in, BJ slider, and then Peter Moylan with his Australian accent, Sloida.
We like to keep you guessing.
Hey, you do. It's great. And Cishek has a good slider. 0-2 pitch is high. It's now 1-2. Mets and Marlins move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Still no score. Here, the Washington Nationals have spoiled the party with a 3-run 6th. Rosario with a sacrifice fly and an RBI in today's game. Didn't get that. Cishek heats him up, and there's out number 1.
Fastball just kind of climbs on you. As a hitter, especially left-handed, you recognize it, you see it because of where he's throwing it, but it just kind of keeps rising.
William Contreras is 0 for 2. Darren O'Day is getting ready for the 7th inning, it appears. And down and in. Evens the count. The 1-2 pitch. Twirls outside. It's even 2-2. Braves are trying to extend their winning streak to 6 in a row over the Nationals. They're 6-2 against Washington this year. They trail 3-2 here in the 6th. Right back to the mound. Cishek can't handle it. And Contreras has an infield hit.
They take him any way you can get him. Not hit hard, but went right off the side of his foot. Fortunately, kicked far enough away, he wasn't able to get it.
That's the 3rd infield hit for the Braves in the game. Arcia has one of them that came in the 2nd. He's 1 for 2. Long way to go here in game 3. It's only a 1-run deficit. Let's see what Arcia can do against Cishek.
He tried to take him deep.
Well, we said it when Espino was on the mound. If there was a pitch that had given the Braves trouble today, one just like that one. Then the 89-mile-an-hour rise ball swung through, and it's 0-2 for the Braves second baseman. Barring a double play, Michael Harris will be the next hitter. He's on deck. But first the 0-2. Popped up. Adrianza has plenty of room, and he backpedals to the outfield grass. That's the second out. And here is Michael, who's 0 for 2. Let's take a look at our Hyundai Inside the Numbers feature. That's what Michael's done against divisional foes.
He's reached base safely in 8 of the 10 games. Coincidence enough, the Braves are 8-2 in the 10 games he has played versus the NL East.
And that's what we've got left leading up to the All-Star break.
Yep.
That's here tomorrow, then in Washington for 4, and then the All-Star break.
With Harris coming aboard now, the number 9 hitters in the lineup for the Braves. 53 RBIs, leads all the baseball.
It's pulled foul to the right. 1 ball, 1 strike. A lot of that work was done by Dansby Swanson earlier this season.
Yep.
That's obviously been done by Michael, who has 24 ribbies. The 1-1 is high. 2 balls and a strike. These kids come up with big hits. That one he provided in Cincinnati, that game-tying home run, halfway up the bleachers at the Great American Ballpark, was a memorable blast. We take another one into the chop house. Pitch. Late called strike. So the 2-2 pitch. Harris, the Braves' 9th place hitter. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and Cishek is out of the 6th inning with a couple of strikeouts. We head to the 7th. Washington by a run. That's Lauren Jabara. That's Peter Moylan.
Well, one of them is at least. Peter, I mean, you're locked in, okay?
The stretch presented by our friends at Synovus. Lauren and Peter will get us set for the Mets series, which starts here tomorrow night. Darren O'Day will come on and try to keep it a one-run game. Darren's had a good run in his last 3 outings here at Truist Park. And he'll face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for Washington in the 7th inning.
Yeah, you give your offense a chance here still with 9 outs left. Got to hold them, though.
Michael Franco has had a good day today. Saved a couple of runs at third base. And he's looking for his first hit today. He's 0 for 2. Right off the end of the bat. And Franco has an even count. Braves have run into Franco quite a bit in his big league career, most of that time with the Philadelphia Phillies. .239 career hitter against the Braves. The pitch is poked foul. 1 ball 2 strikes.
Throwing some quality pitches.
Yep.
He's hanging off. Fouling off just enough to stay in the count.
No shift for Franco as O'Day turns it loose. Sky to center and right at Harris. And that'll be a can of corn for out number 1. Victor Robles is the hitter, but first a word from our friends at Delta.
Delta, proud to be the official airline of the 2021 World Champion Atlanta Braves.
Robles has been one of the top prospects in the Nationals organization for a number of years. He just hasn't quite had the breakthrough yet that they'd hoped. He is still just 25 years old. Was their number 1 prospect 3 straight years. No balls into strike for Robles, who was a finalist for the Gold Glove 3 years ago for the Washington Nationals. Was in their World Championship year 2019. Back our way. Foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
It's always, you know, Dave Martinez talked about him back then, how good his defense was, and they've numerous times given him a chance to take over that center field job, the leadoff job, and he just has never been able to hit enough. Especially when your team like this is having trouble scoring runs. It's noticed even more.
Outside, 2 balls 2 strikes. Again, back our way. Foul. The difference in the game, Lane Thomas with a pinch hit homer. First pinch hit homer for the Nationals this year. He came off Dylan Lee and erased a modest 2-0 Atlanta lead. The Braves will have the top of the order coming up after the stretch in our half of the 7th inning, so you'll want to stick around for all of that excitement as O'Day turns it loose, and that's poked into left. It's going to hang up, but not enough for Eddie to get there. And Robles with a 1-out single. And we go to the top of the Washington order. And Luis Garcia is the hitter. He's 0 for 11 at the plate in the series.
We'd like to keep him right there. This is the one time you're glad Soto's hitting third today.
Good point.
Got a chance to get these two guys and then let him lead off the 8th inning.
And keep an eye on Robles. He's 8 for 8 in stolen bases. O'Day has got a long delivery, as you know, and Robles has a big lead. He's going on the first move. Pitch a ball. The throw to second is into center field. And Robles will head to third on a steal and an error.
You know, it's amazing. Contreras got rid of that ball at a nice pace. Problem was he rushed it so much, Chip, that it kind of just tailed on him. Watch this. He gets rid of it quick.
So Robles 9 for 9 in steals. Garcia ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. The Braves will bring the infield in, down a run, in case Davey Martinez thinks about a bunt here. O'Day could use an atom ball or a strikeout. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Well, he's got him set up.
Yeah, got 2 on him now. He got a chance for a punch out.
Anything in the dirt, Contreras has to block that with a fast runner 90 feet away.
Good pitch. Got it coming up and in.
Gentle breeze blowing in from right center field in the face of Luis Garcia. O'Day has his man set up, a ball and 2 strikes. Good at bat by the Washington leadoff man, Luis Garcia. He's about to see his 6th pitch.
He's fighting him. He's trying to find a pitch to get a swing and miss here. Ball came on the field in the Braves bullpen. It's impeccable timing.
So O'Day back to work here. 1-2 count. Good patience. 2-2. Bell would be next. Now, if you lose Garcia, you think about Bell. Bell has hit into 15 double plays. The Nationals have wrapped into an astounding 86 of them. The 3-2 and ball 4 outside. That was a heck of an at bat Washington first and third with one out. And Brian Snitker is going to go to the bullpen again. It was Tyler Matzek getting ready. So Matzek will turn Bell around, force him to hit right-handed, and hope for a ground ball here. Single, stolen base, error, and walk has a threat on our hands in the 7th, with the Nationals in front 3-2.
Is brought to you by your local Ford dealer, Delta Airlines, keep climbing, and by Truist. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
3-2 Washington has the lead. We are still in the top of the 7th inning. Tyler Matzek will be the 4th Braves hurler today. He will turn Josh Bell around right-handed. As we mentioned, Bell is hit into 15 double plays. Matzek would love that result here. He'd also like a strikeout if he can't get contact.
How many times do we see Tyler come into these situations last year and bail out someone? See if he can do it here.
Matzek was dealing with shoulder inflammation in early May. Then went to the injured list, returned on July the 5th against the Cardinals with an inning. Then pitched 2 innings in the extra inning game against St. Louis. The 2 runs he gave up were the free base runners in extra frames. As there's the ground ball, Dansby's got one. There's the turn. 16 double plays for Bell. Ring him up. Matzek comes in and puts out a huge fire, Jeff, to keep it a 1-run game.
Keep it a 1-run game. Now offensively, you got a little momentum. Time to strike. Huge pitch.
With the top of the order coming up. What a great way to send it to the stretch. Lauren and Peter are standing by.
The Stretch is brought to you by Synovus, the bank that helps you get there.
Welcome into the Stretch presented by Synovus. Lauren Jabara here with Peter Moylan. And yes, you don't ever overlook a game, but a series that is coming up starting tomorrow. Everybody has circled on their calendars. Everyone has their eyes set on it. The New York Mets coming into town.
You're exactly right. If you're a Braves fan, you've had this one circled for a long time. And let me take you back a little bit. We got swept in a doubleheader early in the season by the Mets. And I remember Chip Carey said, I hope we get to play the Mets a little bit better in a month when we're playing a better baseball. We'll tell you what, Chip, you got your wish. We are playing as good a baseball as you can play right now. And we are facing the Mets, who are leading the division right now. After this comeback, who knows what the number's going to be, but they're leading the division right now. They're playing great baseball as well. It's going to be a phenomenal matchup. We're talking about hitters, pitchers, bullpens. Everybody's going to match up perfectly. Check out this pitching matchup.
Yes.
You said it earlier.
The battle of the Maxes.
There it is.
Heading into tomorrow.
The battle of the Maxes. And then you got Spencer Strider versus David Peterson and Chris Bassett versus Charlie Morton. You want to talk about battling it out? These guys are going to go toe-to-toe. It's going to be like a heavyweight fight. It's going to be must-watch television for 3 straight days. I'm going to be in the booth. It's going to be one of those exciting times where I don't know if I'm going to be holding my excitement. I'm going to sound like Paul Bird most of the day. It's going to be just unbelievable up there.
I know. I'll be here on the desk. I cannot wait. This place is going to be rocking. There's another ring giveaway going on tomorrow, the last ring giveaway of the season. It's going to be so much fun here. Right now, the Braves 2.5 games behind them. Their game is scoreless right now with the Marlins and the Mets. They're through 7 innings, top of the 8th. So we'll keep you posted. We'll get you back to some more Braves baseball today, though. First, a word from our friends at Synovus.
Get going. Get after it. Get momentum. Then, get more of it. Wherever potential leads you next, get there with a bank you trust.
Great job on the stretch, guys. There, the Eastern standings up to the moment. The Braves are 2.5 games behind the Mets. Mets and Marlins still scoreless. Bottom of the 8th inning. Here it's 3-2 in favor of the Washington Nationals, who are already 24 games out of first place. Jeff, as you said, we've got 3 innings, 9 outs left to get a rally started and take the lead back from the Nationals. And the 1-2-3 hitters are coming up. Acuna, Dansby Swanson, who's 3 for 3, and Matt Olson 1 for 3 with a run scored. That's the trio coming up. Here's Dansby's day today.
Little Dansby, the little bobblehead. Our T-Mobile coverage cam gets to start off with an infield single, and then stays back on this curveball to left field. And then right here, turns on a first pitch double, 6 inches inside. 3 for 3.
So let's see if the top 3 hitters can get something started against Brandon Finnegan, who is the 4th pitcher of the day for the Washington Nationals. This guy's got a good arm. We've seen him a lot.
Yeah, this is the time to see Kyle's pitch against the Braves. He's allowed the long ball. That's been his issue. But now you're going to see the good part of this bullpen, you know, for Washington here with the lead. Still, Braves have done some damage against these guys.
Yeah, Kyle Finnegan is the Nationals hurler. If the lineup gets down to Austin Riley, he's homered against this guy. Michael Harris is homered against this guy. You'd love to see Michael come up in the inning because he's batting 9th. Acuna's batting 1st. And Ronald has lined out, struck out, and grounded out in the game. So he's looking for his first base hit of the day. 3-2 Nationals have the lead. The Braves have out-hit him 8-4, but have left 7 men on base.
Credit, you know, the only 1 extra base hit for the Braves today.
And that was Dansby's leadoff double back in the 5th. Look at that ball move as Acuna didn't get it. As Jeff said, this is the nasty part of the Nationals bullpen. Finnegan's come in pumping 96-mile-an-hour sinkers. Oh, and 2.
We've seen lately that's where people have gone to get Ronald, is that inside sinker.
And he doesn't like the ball on the inner half. So he's got to find a way to get.
Oh, but as we say, you better get it into the inner half, because if you leave it out, he'll burn you.
0-2 pitch. Finnegan for his career against the Braves, a 4.40 ERA. The pitch is tipped and held on to, and Acuna is down on strikes. That one 97 miles an hour. And Ronald strikes out for the 2nd time. That's how the home 7th starts. 1 away. And here's Dansby. Here's where you get greedy. You're already 3 for 3. Let's go 4 for 4. That'd be nice.
Take that. Pitching Dansby different, you can see, than Ronald. Dansby likes that ball in the inner half.
One 0 count. It's been a strike sometimes in today's game. Even count. Matt Olson's next. First a pitch for the Braves shortstop. This is a different look for the Braves offense. Espino was throwing in the high 80s. This man's throwing in the high 90s.
Kind of gone up by 4 miles per hour increments. Machado was about, 92, 93, 94. He said Finnegan's bringing some heat.
1-2 pitch, and Dansby didn't get that. Up in the strike zone. Back-to-back strikeouts for Finnegan. 2 up, 2 down. And it's up to Matt Olson if the Braves are to keep the inning alive. Matt has singled and scored in 3 trips to the plate. He's only seen Kyle Finnegan once. And is 0 for 1 in that matchup. They give him the left side of the infield, pitch him that way, and Olson didn't get it. Strike 1.
Boy, has he got a good sinker going today.
Yep. And he's commanding up and down in the strike zone.
Yeah, that's what I was to say. You know, that's just not, that's commanded in, tailing back over.
So Olson has some work to do. Down 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's out of play again. Even as well as Finnegan is throwing right now, we pointed out the Nationals have lost 20 games this year when they've held a lead at any point. This Braves offense has been so good against opposing bullpens, so good in the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings.
Yeah.
It's only a 1-run game. Finnegan ready, and his next 0-2 pitch is swung and missed. That's as impressive as it gets. He struck out Acuna, Swanson, and Olson in order to send us to the 8th inning. It's a 3-2 Washington game. Seven innings complete on this Hyundai Sunday as the Nationals and Braves continue from Truist Park. 3-2 Washington has the lead as we head to the 8th inning. Soto, Cruz, and Ruiz are coming up. Tyler Matzek, a nice job. Now Josh Bell to hit into an inning-ending double play to keep the score at 1.
And now you got your work cut out. You got Soto and Cruz right here and trying to keep this game at a 1-run game. That was impressive what Finnegan just did last half inning. You don't see too many hitters do that to the top 3 of this lineup.
Not the way they're swinging the bats.
No.
Since June the 1st. So Soto 2 for 7 against Matzek. Tyler struck him out 4 times. Not this time as Soto ambushed and skies it toward right. And Acuna puts that away for out number 1. Soto gave Matzek a little wry smile as if to say you got away with one. But Matzek has done good work so far. Here's Cruz, who's walked twice, scored once. It's about the only blemish for Ian Anderson today, who pitched 5 1/3 innings. The 3rd and 4th walks preceded the 3-run homer. Strike 1 for Cruz. See if Matzek can end his perfect day today. When the Braves come up in the 8th inning, Riley Ozuna and Rosario are coming up. Now the 0-2.
Good try after 3 straight breaking balls.
So Matzek has his sign. Contreras to an E. With 1 out, here it is. Too far inside and an even count. After 2 quick strikes, now Tyler's run it full. The Nationals bullpen is busy. Carl Edwards Jr. is up. And the way that Finnegan went through the Braves in the 7th inning, that might be a big favor, with all due respect to Carl.
Right.
Never seen that before. As Cruz swings and misses, Matzek comes back to get him for the 2nd out.
He missed in with the other 2 fastballs. This one beat him to the zone up top.
Boy, it's so great to see Tyler Matzek returning to form, healthy, throwing strikes. The velo's back. He's said the arm feels great. And as disappointing as it was not to have him in the bullpen for a couple of months, once he gets really rolling, just think how fresh he's going to be in the 2nd half of the year. That's a real positive, as was his performance in the 8th inning. Heart of the order coming up. Down a run in the 8th. Well, Jeffrey, we've got 6 outs left, down a run in the 8th and 9th inning. 3-2 Washington has the lead. They've hit a home run. Let's see if this trio can do the same. They've done that a lot against the Washington Nationals in recent times.
I see that since the start of last year. 58 home runs. It's a beautiful spray chart. Hit them everywhere. Big boppers coming up here. You need one to tie it up. But you can see Dave Martinez thinking the same thing you said last inning. Finnegan's back in.
So Austin Riley, an RBI single back in the 3rd inning. That's the inning in which the Braves scored both of their runs. Since that 3rd inning, the Braves have put together 2 hits. Let's see if Riley can make it 3 here and get something started against Kyle Finnegan, who toes the 3rd base side of the rubber and blisters a fastball in at 98 miles an hour.
Now look, if you sit here in your Austin, Arizona, and you sat and watched Finnegan last inning, not that he's not going to throw a slider at some point, Chip, but you saw how he pitched. You got to be ready for that fastball. Got to imagine 98's coming.
Swing, fly ball, well hit left. Thomas back. Tie game.
Well, I would go to say that he sold out fastball, got ready for it, got one down in the zone that he could handle, and drove in the left field seats. See how he's trying to go in and left it right out over the plate. Austin just lines in the left field stands, tie this ball game up.
That's his second career homer against Finnegan. His 23rd homer of the year. His third homer of the homestand, and the Braves have come back to tie it 3 apiece. And here is Marcell Ozuna. What did we say an inning ago or so? This team has an uncanny ability to do its best work against some of the best relievers in baseball.
Well, and the thing that Braves have done such a good job of, bullpen Matzik and them keeping the game at 1 run to give your offense a chance to catch up. Works hand in hand.
Quickly 0-2 for the Braves DH Marcell Ozuna. Eddie Rosario waiting next. Three runs on 9 hits for the Braves. 3 runs, 4 hits for Washington. Lifted toward right. 1 out. And here's Eddie.
Well, Eddie was out front a lot of the off speed today. See if he can time up a fastball maybe.
Rosario homered off Miles Michaelis with the Cardinals. That was part of a back-to-back sequence with Ozuna. Braves have 8 back-to-back homer sequences this year, amazingly. Crowd chanting Rosario's name with bases empty, 1 out. One ball, no strikes. Take a base runner of any kind.
Yeah. Mets Marlins going to the 10th. 0-0.
Yeah, you could hear the groan from Flushing all the way here in Atlanta once Riley hit the home run to tie it up. The pitch.
Under looking pretty good in that game today.
Two balls, 1 strike. So Finnegan's come back to get it even, 2-2. Braves have 7 players with double digits in home runs before the All-Star break. They're going to have a lot more than that by the end of the season. Perhaps Rosario can join that list. The 2-2. Fly ball into shallow center. Finnegan had him reaching for that, and 2 quick outs after the Riley leadoff home run. Here's Contreras. This would be a perfect spot for one of Williams' line drive late swing shots into the first row and right.
Would love that.
Contreras an infield hit in 3 tries. That came in his last at bat. He's 1 for 2 against the Nationals reliever. And strike 1.
Finnegan has thrown 23 pitches. 22 perfect pitches. Made one mistake and he's gave up the home run.
And he gave it up to that man, Austin Riley, a no-doubter to left. And it's 0-2. Jesse Chavez is up in the Braves bullpen. The pitch. Way outside, it's 1-2. You've got Thomas, Adrianza, and Michael Franco coming up in the 9th for the Nationals. Overcooked that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Crowd hushed as Finnegan comes set. William digs in with the 2-2 count.
All right, here, you know what's coming. You're getting 98, 99. Try to look down in the zone, Chip, and out over the plate. Anything letter high is going to continue to rise.
Three balls, 2 strikes. Great at bat. That was terrific.
Laid off a slider. Wow.
So Dave Martinez has Edwards, or had him warming, and looks like he's going to go get Finnegan, who gave up the leadoff home run here in the 8th inning. Terrific eye for Contreras. So Davey Martinez makes his way to the center of the diamond. Finnegan looked great in the 7th, but made one mistake, and Austin Riley didn't miss it. Homer leading off the 8th inning has us tied 3 apiece, and a former Brave, albeit briefly so, is next up out of the Nationals bullpen. Jeff, this is right-hander Carl Edwards Jr.
He's had a good year actually for the Nats. Had really his best success with the Cubs, that big right arm. A little bit like Finnegan, the fact that he likes to throw hard. It's got a little bit more of a slider to him. But the good thing you love too, is with Arcia coming up, even if this is your last out and you make this, when you go to that bottom of the 9th, you kind of have the part you want up, Harris, Acuna, and Swanson. Whereas on the other side, they're going to the bottom of the lineup.
Orlando Arcia 2 for 9 with 2 homers versus Carl Edwards Jr. And Carl has given up 4 of those this season for the Nationals. Maybe Orlando can do an ambush job here and put us in front. Tried to and fouled it back and out of play.
Same thing, 96 there and on the hands.
Those fans who watched the Atlanta team in the 90s might be reminded when they look at Carl Edwards at Juan Cruz.
Yeah.
Slightly built right-handed pitcher with a big arm. Way high, even count.
Carl actually looks filled out compared to Juan Cruz. That's how skinny he was.
Carl's got a couple of World Series rings, the Braves last year, and of course the Cubs in 2016. As he readies with the 1-1 pitch, it's fouled straight back. And the Braves down to their last 8th inning strike in a 3-3 score. As Jeff mentioned, the Marlins and Mets are in extra innings. Miami has broken through and has scored the free base runner, so they have a 1-0 lead and are still batting. A lot to be decided still here in Atlanta. Ton of room down the left field line if Arcia can pull one over Franco's head. The 1-2 pitch.
I laugh. We saw Miami spike one yesterday, lose on an error. The only run today, that 1-0. Hamilton stole third. Nito threw it in the outfield.
That's right. Former Brave Billy Hamilton is now with the Marlins. So we're big Marlins fans today. We're big Arcia fans right here. As he's got a 2-2 count. And now an advantage for the Braves catcher Contreras. With a full count, he'll get a head start. A ball in the gap, you might win it that way. William leads. There he goes. And the pitch is low, ball 4. Winning run in scoring position with 2 outs. Edwards walks the first batter, and now Michael Harris a chance to be a rookie hero.
Times we've seen Michael Harris step up in these situations and deliver. This is where that simple approach for me will help him big time. Ability to face a guy for the first time, even though he might be throwing hard, just throw the hands at it.
The Nationals cashed in back-to-back walks in this game. Let's see if the Braves can turn the tables on them in the 8th. The beauty here, you don't need a homer to take the lead. A base hit could do that. There's a lot of room on the left side for Michael. Michael is 1 for 1 against Edwards. That's what he's done in pressure situations for the Braves. What a great rookie year. The 0-1. Chopper up the middle, but right at the second base bag. And that is going to retire the side. Good inning, though, for the Braves. Austin Riley hits a solo home run, his 23rd of the year. And the Braves and Nationals head to the 9th, tied at 3. Austin Riley's all-star hopeful season continued with a bang in the 8th inning. A solo home run, one of 9 Braves hits today. And Atlanta's going to send this thing to the 9th, tied 3-3. Jesse Chavez now will come on and be the 5th Braves pitcher. He'll try to follow Tyler Matzek, Jeff, who was awesome. An inning and 2/3 with zeros across with a strikeout.
I think probably the most important sequence of the game when he came in and got Bell to ground into that double play. Even a sac fly there gives the Nats the 2-run lead. Instead, kept it close. Austin Riley tied it up. And now if you can get the bottom part of the order, you got 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the 9th.
So Chavez will face Lane Thomas with a pinch hit 3-run homer in the 6th inning. One thing you love about Jesse Chavez, he works quickly and he throws strikes. And you certainly want to do that with this kid, Lane Thomas. All of his power, he's a very fast base runner. Make him hit his way on if that's in the cards here in the 9th inning. Ball 2, 2-0. The Marlins scored twice in the top of the 10th inning. So the Mets are up for their final turn, trailing 2-0. If Miami holds on and the Braves walk off in this game, we'll be a game and a half back starting play tomorrow night. Little pop over the Braves on deck circle, out of play, 2-2 the count. right off his knuckles and right to the mound. Chavez whips it to first and gets Lane Thomas.
How did that not hit him? I mean, this pitch, it had to be pretty darn close to those hands.
It's like he hit a wet sponge.
Yeah. Ooh. You don't get too many balls there in that barrel.
Oh, man, look at the vibration on the bat. So Thomas might be feeling some bumblebees as he takes his seat. Ede Adrianza, the batter, and takes a strike. Ede 0 for 3 today. He struck out looking in the 6th inning. In the 9th, the Braves will have Acuna, Swanson, and Olson coming up. A ball and 2 strikes. The Braves bullpen today has given up just 2 hits. They've struck out a couple of batters. And now Chavez kicks and fires. And off to our left. More progress for Ian Anderson today. 2 runs in 5 1/3 innings with 5 strikeouts. Lee, O'Day, Matzik, and Chavez have followed as Dansby catches up to that soft pop. 2 very soft contact plays off the arm of Jesse Chavez.
I was going to say 2 guys who have done a great job of getting easy contact, jamming them both. Dansby really kind of had a sprint actually to get to that ball with playing in the shift.
So Maikel Franco, the hitter, he's 0 for 3 and batting 8th. Line drive center, and Harris is there. Great work, Jesse Chavez. 3 outs on 12 pitches. How about a walk-off? Top of the order coming up. Braves country to the bottom of the 9th inning. Ronald Acuna, Dansby Swanson, and then Matt Olson. Great chance to win this game in the bottom of the 9th inning. That's always exciting. Carl Edwards is back out there. Acuna looking for his first hit. Dansby 3 for 4. Olson 1 for 4 in today's game.
Well, the right group up. Good news for the top of the lineup. Saw the hard pitching by Finnegan. You know, Edwards not much different.
Ronald 2 for 3 against Edwards. One of those hits a homer. Trying to end it, swing and a miss, strike 1. If Maikel Franco takes 1 step to his right, he'll be standing on the 3rd base line. Trying to keep Ronald from doubling past the 3rd base bag. No balls, 1 strike. Nobody on or out for Ronald as Edwards goes to work. And look, they don't want to walk Acuna either with his speed.
No.
He could be in scoring position very quickly. So reel him in, Ronald. Get something started here. 2 balls and a strike. And patience, 3-1. The right-hander's ready. His 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, was ready for that fastball and went after ball 4 just outside. Everything had been in. So Ronald saw that ball out over the plate.
So what's he seeing here?
I got to imagine he's going to go with that hard fastball cutter, probably away. He hasn't been able to get the inside part.
Let's find out. Ball 4, winning runs aboard to start the home ninth. Well, Dansby's had a glorious day. 3 hits. And now the cat and mouse game begins. You've got Ruiz, a terrific thrower, Acuna, a terrific base stealer. Dansby's made great contact most of the day. A lot of options for Brian Snitker. Let's see how the Braves play it here. Leadoff walks in close games usually spell disaster for those who issue. That's what Dansby's hoping to make happen here. The pitch to him is rifled back toward us. Strike 1.
Dansby's 35 RBIs here at Truist Park, 3rd in all of baseball at their home park.
Matt Olson's on deck. Acuna's got a decent lead at first. Not going. The pitch popped up. At second, Adrianza is underneath and puts that away for out number 1. Matt Olson's coming up. Well, this would be a perfect time for
a chop house blast
or a double.
Either one.
From Matt Olson. Matt has 33 of those on the year. And they play him as a dead pull hitter. If he shoots one down the third base line with Acuna's speed, it'll get loud here. One on, one out. Edwards ready, hands held high. The pitch. Chopper hit to the right side. There'll be one play. It's to first. Acuna to second with 2 outs. That's the bad news. The good news is Austin Riley's coming up, and Jeff, the Marlins just beat the Mets.
Yeah, I think you might see a walk here with the base open. I think you'd rather at this point pitch to Ozuna. I think they're talking about it.
Well, a single wins you the game. Riley hit a homer in the 8th inning. He had a 3rd inning run scoring hit too. So 2 ribbies. How about 3? And we'll know with the first couple of pitches, I would think, Jeff, as to what the Nationals want to do.
The pitching coach coming out now, yeah. Jim Hickey.
And I wonder if this might be, you ask Carl Edwards what his preference is. Do you prefer facing Riley or Ozuna? How do you want to do?
Well, I think if you throw him a fastball, you might end up happening. The whole thing, though, is do you trust your pitcher? You know, if you tell him try to get him to chase, do you trust him to throw it where he's supposed to and not have one back up on him in the middle of the plate?
And it's not like there's a ton of history with Edwards and these Braves hitters. Riley's 1 for 1 with a homer. Ozuna's 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts. That would lead you to believe, with that small sample size, you don't want to pitch to Riley. But every time you do, when you want to pitch carefully, oftentimes that's when the biggest mistake gets made. So for the moment, they'll pitch to him. 1 ball, no strikes. Went after him with 95.
Yes, he did.
A run wins the game and pulls the Braves to within a game and a half of the Mets. We're tied at 3. Acuna at second, 2 outs.
The thing is, if you're Austin right now, he's in that vicinity, was low, and it's all been fastballs. So get yourself ready for that 96 again, and if it's there, in the game.
The outfield shortened up in case a line drive comes off the bat of Riley. The 2-1 pitch. Ooh, close. Didn't offer at it. Now it's 3-1.
Caught a break there. Umpire missed a call. I think everything had been so hard, and that one was only 82. That's a strike.
Can't throw it any better than that. So Austin, if it's close, get ready. 3 balls and a strike. Acuna is the man that means the most. Base open. And time called as Riley needs another moment. Riley's looking for his first career walk-off RBI. The pitch. Oh, late swing and off the net. Full count. Edwards ready with his 3-2 pitch. And Riley swings and misses, and we're going to extra innings. Edwards works around a leadoff walk. 3-3 after 9 in Atlanta.
You know how important the NL East division games are, and it starts for the Mets.
It's a great division. You're facing a top-tiered pitcher every night.
Scherzer strikes out the side.
Every single night we go out there, we know it's going to be a grind, and there are going to be teams that are coming after us, and we're going to be going after them.
Struck him out.
That's what aces do.
That's coming our way tomorrow night. Still some unfinished business on Sunday afternoon with the Nationals. Braves are tied with Washington 3-3. Jesse Chavez back out for the 10th inning. Alcides Escobar is the free base runner placed at second base as Robles lays down a bunt. Contreras thought about third, but the Nationals, with a sacrifice, give up an out, get a runner at third base with 1 man down.
You don't see that too many from the visiting team trying to play for that 1 run. But Robles, as you said, Chip's been struggling. Now you bring up the top of your order with a chance to do some damage.
The Nationals have 12 sacrifices now. Robles now with 8. So he is the bunting machine for the Washington offense. Garcia, the hitter, he's 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a walk. And look, you can understand that strategy from the Nationals' perspective. Jesse Chavez isn't a strikeout guy. He pitches to contact. Get some contact here with a man 90 feet away.
You're in business.
Good chance to take the lead. And sure enough, here's Jesse. 2 quick strikes.
We know Jesse can work the corners. Now you got him set up. You're going to get him a little bit of aggressive if you can make a pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes. On the ground, infield in, bobbled for a moment, but plenty of time to get the man at first. 2 outs. That was textbook from Dansby Swanson. Didn't field it cleanly, didn't panic, and knew who was running, and got the second out. And here's Josh Bell, who, as Jeff said, had the key at bat in the game. Tyler Matzek came in, got him to hit into a double play. Bell now with 16 of them. And remember, the free base runner will be given to the Braves when we head to the bottom of the inning. Austin Riley will be the man at second. As Bell takes a strike, it's 0-1.
Boy, what a job here. One more pitch.
Well, this is why you love having veterans in your bullpen. Games like this. Jesse doesn't care about the role. He says, you tell me when to pitch and I'll come in and get outs. And he's a strike away from sending us to the home 10th. Tantalizing offering. Good job by Bell to lay off. So down and away, up and in, evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Jesse Chavez.
What a job.
2 scoreless innings.
I think we got him back from the Cubs, too. Great job.
Here we go, bottom 10. Braves have the ghost runner or free runner, however you want to describe him, at second base. It'll be Austin Riley. And Tanner Rainey is on. 28 games for him. And that bottom number, Jeff, is one that gives you an awful lot of hope.
And the Braves have done good work. Remember Huascar Ynoa with the huge home run up in Washington last year. I think you got to call it free runner, because ghost runner, there's nobody there.
You like free runner?
Eventually someone's going to be there.
Well, right now it's a ghost because nobody's standing at second base, but he's making his way. Adrianza is at third base now. Washington also brings in Alcides Escobar to play second, so a new look infield for the Nats. And here again is where the dynamic nature of the Braves offense comes into play. They don't have to use a home run to win this game. They have a number of guys who can make contact and play ABC baseball. Hopefully Ozuna can at the very least get Riley to third and give Rosario, Contreras, Arcia and company a shot to end this game. Mets lost 2-0. Ground to be gained for the Braves if they can push across the 4th run. Riley has a good lead. Rainey's pitch is way high. 1 ball, no strikes. This has been a tough matchup for Marcell. He's 0 for 6 against the Nationals reliever with 3 strikeouts.
There's that slider. You know, they continue to think this had a chance to be their closer of the future. 98, 99 with a good slider. He's just never been able to kind of put it all together.
1 ball, 1 strike. Keep in mind in this series, the Nationals infield defense has not been all that good. We've seen some awkward plays by Garcia. Michael Franco's had a couple of great plays today, but Escobar, who just checked in, has made 5 errors in limited action. We'll see if that comes into play in the 10th inning. 2-1 pitch. Swing, line drive, hammered toward left, but it's caught. Ozuna barreled that baby at 111 miles an hour, but lines out to Lane Thomas. No advance, 1 out.
Man, line up all set on the button. That's all he can do.
So 1 away, Rosario the hitter. He has a sacrifice fly. That came in the 2-run Braves 3rd. Riley's 8th inning homer has us tied 3-3. He tried to launch one into the chop house, didn't get it.
That's where you want Eddie to calm down. You don't need that home run. That ball's 98 way up. It's tough to even foul that pitch off.
In the dirt. Even count. Winning run at second, 1 away. And a 1-1 pitch. Swing, fly ball towards center, but no carry to that. Robles is there. Riley's going to tag. This kid's got a cannon, and Riley wisely slams on the brakes.
Yeah.
So 2 outs, runner still at second, and it's up to Contreras. Infield hit and walk for William his last 2 trips to the plate, so he's 1 for 3. As we've said all series long, all homestand long, 2 strike hits, 2 out hits have been so big for the Braves on this homestand. Can Contreras provide one here?
This is a situation where if he gets to 2-0 or something, they decide to put Contreras on for Arcia. Getting that second run doesn't mean anything.
Nope. Williams 1 for 2 against Rainey head-to-head. He's got a walk-off hit that came in late May. Defense for the Nats almost came into play. Escobar couldn't handle it cleanly, and Riley came screaming around the third base bag. Escobar, a tremendous play to recover and throw him out, and that will send us to the 11th. Wow.
Look, it took a perfect throw. I like the aggressiveness.
Well, Alcides Escobar committed an error, but he didn't panic, Jeff, and Austin Riley saw the ball bounce away, ran through a stop sign, and was out at the plate on a bang-bang recovery throw to Ruiz.
It took a good throw. It took a hop that he had to field cleanly. I would tell you this, that's a tough error. That ball skipped off the thing and short hopped him. It's hit pretty hard.
So Riley out on a bang play at the plate, and the game moves along. We are in the 11th inning. Juan Soto was intentionally walked, as the Nationals now will have runners first and second, and Nelson Cruz is the hitter. Bouncing ball right at the second base bag. There's one, there's two. Runner at third, 2 out.
Well, thank you very much. That's one way to do it. Good call, Snit.
Colin McHugh follows Jesse Chavez, who went 2 perfect innings. And now Keibert Ruiz is the batter. He is hitless so far on the day. When we get to the bottom of the 11th inning, Contreras will be at second. Arcia, Harris, and Acuna are coming up. The Braves will flip the lineup. And served foul over the net, out of play, left side. Man, oh man, have we been treated to October-style baseball here in July.
And it's amazing. Chavez comes in, doesn't throw any harder than 90-91. Same thing with Colin McHugh.
So the scoring change was just announced. They gave Contreras an infield hit.
I was going to say, I mean, that was. I thought he hit it hard, and then it skips off the mound and short hops you. I mean, that ain't an easy play.
So the go-ahead run for Washington at third. It's Josh Bell. Ruiz, a 1-1 count. And now McHugh a strike away from giving the Braves another walk-off chance, this time in the 11th.
That guy Kurt Wright, official scorer, good guy. He got that one right.
Yeah, that wasn't an error on Escobar. Yeah, guy's a good baseball man. Known him a long time. Here at Truist Park, shadows creeping out toward home plate, as Ruiz needs a moment to ponder this pitch from Colin McHugh. Braves about to hit the Nats 10-4 in the game. Atlanta's left 11 on base, Washington 6 to this point. Strike 3 outside corner, and Ruiz had better be careful. Washington leaves Bell at third base. Colin McHugh dazzling again, a double play and a strikeout. Chance to walk off. Arcia, Harris, and Acuna coming up. Brian Snitker is going to make a change here. Travis d'Arnaud will come on and pinch for Orlando Arcia. The gift runner is Contreras at second base as we go to the bottom of the 11th inning. If the Braves win this game, they'll be a game and a half out of first place. The last time that was the case, April 16th. The Mets were beaten today, and they're beginning to pack up and make their way to Atlanta after the Marlins shut them out in extra innings up in New York. One thing you know about d'Arnaud, first pitch swings. This guy's hitting 500 on the first pitch or thereabouts. And a hit with Contreras at second could win you the game.
We know d'Arnaud likes to go after that first pitch too if he gets something in the zone.
He's actually hitting better than 500. 515.
Yep.
With 17 hits, including 5 homers. Rainey back to work. The pitch is taken high. One big advantage that the modern player has that they didn't years ago, batting cages right behind the dugouts.
Yeah.
Guys can go down there and get loose real fast. Hopefully d'Arnaud is exactly that. Get this man to third at the least. The pitch on the ground won't do it. Adrianza with the peg to first, and one man down. Michael Harris now. Michael is 0 for 4.
Now you got Harris and Acuna up. You like one of those guys to knock one through the infield to the outfield. Contreras runs pretty good.
Broken bat, little flare into right field. That's down for a hit. Contreras got a late jump, and Soto got to it quickly. That's okay. First and third, one out. Harris with a broken bat hit, and William had to make sure that that ball dropped.
Well, he actually did the right thing. He took one look. He actually got a good jump on it. The outfield's playing in this situation because they got to throw someone out. So see this right here, one hop to Soto, and good call because look at that throw right there. That would have had Contreras.
So you really don't have much of a choice here. You've got Acuna or Swanson. Take your pick. Ronald walked in the Atlanta ninth, but was left stranded at second base. The winning run 90 feet away, one out. Strike call. The pitch. 1-2. Acuna, the key man in the inning. Needs some contact from Ronald here. Infield in for Acuna. The 2-strike pitch. Harris runs. It's high. They concede the base. And Acuna will see another pitch here. Harris's run means nothing.
Yeah, the outfield, Robles, obviously with the best arm in center field.
The infield stays in. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, fouled away. 99, too close to take, and he stays alive. I mean, this is power against power.
Yeah,
Randy is not soft tossing at all.
Well, you know, he also has that ability to spike that slider sometimes in the dirt. So I don't think he wants a pass ball either. So you're going to see him go to his bread and butter, which is that heater.
1 ball, 2 strikes again. Here it is. Popped up. Ruiz flips the face mask away, and Acuna pops out. So a tough day for Ronald. 0 for 4. And Dansby Swanson is your hitter. Dansby's not afraid to ambush something too. And has he ever been clutch in what could be an all-star year?
406 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position.
3 hits today in 5 trips. Almost threw that away. 1 ball, no strikes.
And that's the thing. You got Matt Olson on deck, more of a swing and miss guy. But if you decide to put Swanson on, you give Rainey no chance to not make a pitch.
Well, even with 2 outs, you'd expect him to be real careful here. Swanson 2 for 5, a homer, 5 walks against this Nationals right-handed reliever. Any Washington mistake might win you the game. The 1-0 pitch. Braves are trying to win their 3rd extra inning game this year. The winning run at third, 2 outs, and Swanson in the driver's seat, 2 balls, no strikes. Can't be easy to hit even in the best of visual conditions, but now with the shadows across the batter's boxes.
Well, and he just showed you something too by coming at you with that 2-0 pitch, that he is not going to try to pitch around you. I don't think he wants to take that chance of spiking a slider in the dirt. So if I'm Dansby here, I'm getting ready for 97, 98, right back up the middle.
High fly ball to right. Soto is back. He's on the track, and we continue on. Tanner Rainey works around a mess in the 11th. We go to the 12th. One change for the Braves. Phil Gosselin's going to check in and play second base. He'll take the spot of Orlando Arcia, who was pinch hit for by Travis d'Arnaud. And Colin McHugh is going to go back to work in the 12th inning. Keibert Ruiz is the man placed at second base. 3rd inning in a row for the Nationals to have that. Lane Thomas, Adrianza, and Franco are coming up. O'Day, Matzik, Chavez, and McHugh have pitched great bullpen relief. Lane Thomas, a 3-run homer today. That accounts for all of Washington's offense. And that one fouled away.
You know, a lot of times in these extra inning games, you see him go a couple innings because the team's able to get that runner in from second. How many times, Chip, do you go 2 full innings and no one scores?
Well, both teams have tried different ways to do it.
Yeah.
Nationals had a sacrifice, got the runner to third, couldn't bring him home. Braves got a soft hit to get first and third, couldn't bring home William Contreras. So on we battle. Now, what does concern you is bullpen use. Big series. Braves don't have an off day until the All-Star break. And 5 relievers have worked behind Ian Anderson today as we continue into the 12th. Thomas cues that foul softly. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Colin readies and delivers on the ground left side. Deep short. Dansby's got it. Fast runner throws and got him by a step. He is always in the right place and always knows the speed of the base runner. His internal game clock is as good as I've seen in a long time.
And so big to get that out and keep the runner at second base.
I think Dansby's still mad he didn't drive in the winning run in his last at bat, but he didn't carry it to the field, which is good to see. Here's Adrianza. He's 0 for 4 today. And that slings in from Colin McHugh, the pride of Berry College. 0-1. I mentioned the shadow situation because it does have an impact on what the hitter can see. What's the biggest effect for you guys in times like this?
Man, a lot of times I think more than anything it's location. It's just tough to pick it up right out as it's coming across that. Good block.
I've heard the term like a strobe effect, like there's
you just
shadows
don't see
of
it
light.
as clear. You know, you don't pick it up as you would in a complete night game or complete day game.
Can you still pick up spin?
Yeah, it's not. I mean, yeah, unless it's really bad, which some places are because of the glare. But here you can pick up spin still.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Sharply hit. Dansby deep short, knocks it down, keeps the ball on the infield, keeps the double play in order. No advance of the runner. And Adrianza serves one to short. And the Nationals first and second with 1 out.
Just kind of overslid on that ball.
So Michael Franco is scheduled for Washington, but it's going to be Cesar Hernandez. Or for Escobar, I beg your pardon. So it's going to be Cesar Hernandez.
Somebody.
Yeah, thank you. Get the scorecard straight. Hernandez
took over running at second, whatever, a couple innings ago.
There you go. Be careful with Cesar Hernandez. And that's off the railing of the Braves dugout and bounces down to George Poulos.
They knew that too with that first pitch cutter into him. Play, George.
No balls and a strike. 3-3 game, 12th inning. Yeah, he went. And that, I think, is an example of what you were talking about. That ball was 6 inches off the plate, and Hernandez.
Yeah, he's still a free swinger, but it's not easy. And that's why having a guy like Colin, Jesse last time, you know, you'd almost rather have a guy just throwing 100. Here you go.
0-2 pitch. Danced around the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mets beaten by Miami today. Phillies losing in St. Louis. If the Braves win this, it'd be a very productive day in the divisional standings. Neither team has delivered the knockout blow yet. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good stop. Got to respect Ruiz and Contreras. The catchers have gone the distance in this game.
Get a nice bath after this one.
McHugh using the PitchCom device as he readies and delivers. On the ground. Dansby backhand. Second base 1. Gosselin's turn won't be in time. Good speed by Hernandez. That cost the Nationals a second out. First and third. And Washington down to their final out. It'll be Victor Robles.
Right here, this is where you want to end it. Get this out, go score a run. Got the top of the lineup coming back up for Washington.
Robles laid down a sacrifice in the 10th inning. Washington could not bring home a run in that frame. Now he hits with first and third, 2 outs. Well, McHugh's just throwing strike after strike. 19 pitches, 14 in the zone, or fouled away or put in play. Good work. On this hot summer day, everybody trying to find whatever relief they can. The Braves dugout bathed in shadows, bright sunshine on the third base side, where the Nationals stand in the heat. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball toward left. Rosario got a great jump, and McHugh, excellent work again. Another chance to walk it off, this time in the 12th with Matt Olson leading off. To the bottom of the 12th we go. High drama in Atlanta. New pitcher is on for the Nationals as this big crowd wants to see the Braves end it right here, right now. This is Jordan Weems, who came in and pitched here 2 days ago and looked very good. 2 innings, 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, got that big sinker baller. We'll see kind of what the Braves did with Juan Soto. See if they put. See, pitch count's not working. If they put him in or put Matt Olson on to set up that double play.
Well, this is the trio that Weems faced in game 1 of the series. He struck out Olson and Riley, got Ozuna to ground out, and then worked a 1-2-3 5th inning. That was after Eric Fedde gave up 8 runs in his start for the Nationals. So Weems will have Dansby Swanson standing at second base. And again, it's Olson, Riley, and Ozuna coming up. Cesar Hernandez becomes the 3rd second baseman used by Washington in the game. They've also used 6 relievers. The Braves have used 5 so far. And that would be enough without a day off leading into the All-Star break. So Matt Olson will dig in first. This will be Olson's first at bat in extra innings, and they're going to walk him and set up the double play and go after Austin Riley here. Riley's knocked in 2 of the runs for the Braves today.
And you got a couple righties back-to-back coming up in Riley and Ozuna. Weems, the big sinker. They're going to try to get him to roll over. As far as a hitter now, you got to know he's coming hard for the most part, Chip, but you got to see it up.
With Dansby's speed, a hit wins you the game. But getting hits has been tough in extra innings. Pickoff play, and Swanson back safely. Kind of wish he'd thrown that in center field.
100%.
Braves Live post game is going to follow us. Lauren Jabara and Peter Moylan will break things down, and Weems is having pitch comm problems. He can't hear. All these pitching changes, I wonder if the batteries have died.
God forbid you give signals one time. My bad.
Boy, you sound like such a dinosaur. But as I like to say, Jeff, dinosaurs roamed the earth for 165 million years, so you're okay. So they've got the communication device ready to go. Austin Riley digs in. They're playing right behind Dansby Swanson at second base. If Austin shoots a ball to right, we might be in business. The pitch. Tried to do that. It's out of play. Adrianza hugging the line at third for Washington. The 0-1 pitch to Riley. Swanson, the runner that counts. The pitch. Changes the calculus. 0-2.
That was a friendly call.
Good rip by Riley. As I said, the Braves are trying to win their 3rd extra inning game this year. It's been a struggle for the Braves in extra innings. They're 2-6. Washington 1-5.
Well, usually we've had issues even putting a run in, which we still have, but our pitchers, you know, would give up that first run. Also, today they're 3 for 3 of getting out of it. Got to take advantage here.
Riley ready. Weems is 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing, line drive, base hit left field. Dansby's going to come home. We're a game and a half out of first.
one too many times. Fourth one in a row. Austin, beautiful day today for him. Him and Dansby both outstanding, and it wasn't the prettiest today, and they had opportunities, but again, at the end, they're able to push through, get a sweep. No better way with the Mets coming in town than getting a sweep the weekend before, like you said, 1.5. And to think 5 weeks ago they were 10.5.
Picked up 9 games in 6.5 weeks. Have the Braves, closest they've been to the division leader since April 16th. And guess who's coming to Atlanta tomorrow night? Braves and Mets. 3 great games are scheduled. Max Fried, Max Scherzer, Spencer Strider, David Peterson, Charlie Morton, Chris Bassett. Those are the matchups. And man, oh man, that guy's going to get a well-deserved rest as Austin Riley, with a 3 RBI day, sends us home happy with a 3-game sweep and a 4-3 final score. Let's talk it over with Austin. He's standing by with Nick Green.
Austin Riley, another big day for you. 3 more hits, another home run, 23rd in the year. But your biggest hit of the day comes in your last at bat. You faced Weems in game 1 of this series. He punched you out on 3 pitches. How'd you feel in this at bat, and what was the approach?
You know, it was just trying to be as short as possible. You know, not trying to do too much. Just like I said, all we needed is a base hit, and you know, I was fortunate enough to get one there.
Congratulations, first career base hit, walk off. Now we go to the bullpen. The bullpen's been the bullpen's been outstanding. 6 2/3 today, 1-run ball. What do you say about that pen?
You know, that's huge. You know, for them to come in and do that, especially with, you know, the way the extra innings are, a guy on second, no outs, for them to come in there and shut the door like that, that's awesome.
Yeah, Mets are coming in town tomorrow. You guys are a game and a half back right now. How good does this sweep feel knowing the Mets are coming in town?
Awesome. You know, just I feel like it's just trying to build that momentum and the confidence of, you know, just, you know, putting together good team wins and at bats, and you know, that's what we're doing right now. So we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a good series.
Congratulations, man. Good job.
Great job, Greeny. Great job, Austin Riley. A 3 RBI day, as you said, a milestone for him. His first career walk-off hit. What a way to start the big series with the Mets.
7 games left before the All-Star break. We said don't look ahead to the Mets on Friday night. They did not. Now they get a well-deserved night to rest, and tomorrow should be a fun day.
Max Fried and Max Scherzer. Our coverage will start at 6:30 on Valley Sports South. First pitch at 7:20. Jeffrey, we will see you after the break. Enjoy your time off. We will have Braves Live presented by Xfinity. Lauren Jabara and Peter Moylan will wrap things up from the Battery Atlanta as the Braves walk off in 12 at home.